Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog house. With your boys, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews.
The originators. Man, we started this whole thing, man. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, Two Live Stews, Facebook.com.
Stewart Media and Entertainment.
What up to the Q's? Shouts out to all of the Stewies and the Stewettes.
At 19, he's the youngest comedian in Star Search history. From Washington, D.C., here is Dave Chappelle.
Thank you. Hey, I don't know if they mentioned this. I was recently on Black Entertainment Television. I kind of have a feeling most of you haven't seen that. I don't know why. Man, last week I went to the movies. You know what movie I had a problem with? The Batman movie. You guys notice Batman never fights crime in neighborhoods that need it. I mean, really, I would love to see Batman fight crime in my neighborhood. I can see now just Robin. Yes, Batman. Didn't we park the car right here, man?
Kevin Brennan and David Chappelle. We need a decision from our judges. Kevin Brennan receives 3 stars. David Chappelle receives 4 stars. A perfect score. Come on over, David. Congratulations.
Well done, Dave. And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. Throwback Thursday going down today in the doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews.
Oh, you pulled out the Vic. You pulled out the MV7.
It's the Throwback Thursday, baby. I'm your boy, One Live Stew, Ryan Stewart. He is Doug Stewart, but together we're the Two Live Stews, and this is your Throwback Thursday Two Live Stew experience.
That man pulled out the MV7. Today is going to be a special day.
Good morning, Mocha Bella. Good morning, Why Not 2403. Good morning, Sigma. They don't pledge, Dad. And honorable mention to John Dingle. We appreciate you, Dingle. Good morning to you too, Dougie Stew. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. How about you?
I'm feeling great, man. I feel really, really good.
Oh, man. Fantastic,
we got a lot of good stuff packed in this thing today, man. I'm very excited about it.
We have a ton of stuff packed in this show today, man. It is Thursday. We call it Throwback Thursday. We actually came up with that phrase. That man got the MV7 jersey on. I mean, it's just too much. It's overload, Shawty.
It's beautiful.
It's overload.
Still like Vic.
Hey, so let me remind y'all, man, today is Thursday. If you're a frequent listener to the show, you know that we kindly ask for contributions to keep the lights on.
That's
all
right.
right? On today's show. So if you like to donate to the show, look to the bottom of the chat. To the right, you'll see a dollar symbol. Click on that. You can donate $1. We would greatly appreciate it. All right. Matter of fact, if everybody donated $1 or $2 or whatever, that would solve all of our problems. Okay. But donate whatever you can. We'd appreciate it. And if you're watching the replay, hit the same thing and look to the bottom of the chat and look to the right. You'll see a heart symbol. Click on that and donate whatever you'd like as well after the fact when the show is not live. Yep. Yeah, man. Yep. So congrats to my nephew.
Yeah, man.
Mason graduates middle school and is headed to high school.
Yeah, man. Mason is headed to high school. We're very excited, man. He's a good dude. And not only did he graduate and he's moving on from middle school to high school, dude racked up yesterday with awards. Proud is an understatement. We're very happy, man. The kids had a phenomenal year. All 3 of them had a phenomenal year. We're proud parents, man. And now it's time to get into the summer, which is a whole nother set of situations, but we're looking forward to it.
What do you mean by that? A whole nother set of situations?
Well, I'm busy during the school year running them around and being a chauffeur and soccer here, cross country here, and piano here, and drums here, and guitar. I mean, a list of stuff. But when school ends and summer comes in, it's a whole new set of stuff. So we're moving to summer things now.
So let me ask you this, and you may not remember this. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Question.
we celebrated a couple months ago. Miles, my oldest nephew, got his driver's license.
Permit.
His permit.
Yes.
Do you remember when we got our permit? We were supposed to have it for a year or something like that. And after like 2 weeks, our old man's like, forget that. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead. Just be careful.
Like look, 2 weeks.
Look, man.
Tree said her too.
Look, man. Chauffeuring these kids around is a haze.
I know.
You can only be one place at a time. You got things you got to do for yourself, things for the family, things for the house, things for the wife, and the kids have places they have to be. My wife's a principal. She's at the school. She's at the school now. She's at the school at night. She's at the school on Saturdays. So that stuff falls on me. It's a lot to do, man. So I get Dad saying, I know y'all only have a permit and you're supposed to be in the car with an adult, but I trust y'all. Y'all been driving lawnmowers for years. Go ahead and drive. Go ahead and drive.
We've been driving lawnmowers for years, ever since we were 7, 8 years old.
You can handle this car that's a few tons. Just be careful.
No. So are you going to let him do it? Did that even cross your mind? Because I'm gonna tell you, in Atlanta, I thought about that, but I was like, there's no way. Like it really scared the hell out of me to let the kids drive on 85 and 75 and 285. It was just too much. So I let them drive under the permit for an entire year. Yeah. But y'all live out in the country, technically, man. Go ahead.
We went out to dinner last night. Took Pumpkin to dinner. Had a good time. We were in 2 separate cars. Miles and JP left in her car, and my mom rode with them. I followed them. It's about a 15-minute ride home, man. About 3 minutes into the ride, I said, man, oh, screw this. And I passed Miles because Miles drives like 15 miles under the speed limit. I passed Miles. When they get home, man, I've changed clothes. I've showered. I'm sitting down watching the game. I cracked a beer. And the first thing I said to Miles is, look, man, I know you're being safe, but at a minimum, you've got to drive the speed limit.
Right.
So no, man. No, he's not ready to just have the keys like we did when we were in Moco, South Carolina. But he's learning. He's doing good, but he's not ready for that yet.
Okay. All right, man. So it is a Throwback Thursday. A ton of stuff to get into. We're going to get to the trending here in a second. Listen, we're going to talk to Petro Daniels, director with PlanNet and Teletravel today. We've been talking about this travel thing, kind of like teasing it for many, many months, but we're going to have her on to talk to us a little bit deeper and then kind of get you prepped for tonight's big presentation about the PlanNet and Teletravel opportunities. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Fly Girl's going to join us today for a minute, man.
Yes, man.
Welcome surprise.
She's stopping by to talk about some good things they've got going on, man, and they want to invite some listeners out. So we want to make sure that the people know what they have planned.
Okay. And then we're going to talk about, as we have been for the last couple of weeks, we're going to talk about The Bull. We've been giving you like pieces of inserts of the book for the last couple of weeks. And today we got a juicy one for you as well. And we can tell you where you can go and purchase that book as well. The Bull by my man B.
The people think you're the bull, man.
Why would the people think I'm the bull?
I don't know.
Well, when we get the bull on in person, then I'll be on the screen at the same time, and everybody will know I'm not the bull.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be talking to the bull in person next week.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. And another quick reminder, sir, before we get into things, It is Memorial Weekend. I did not remember that until this morning during the show prep meeting. It is a Memorial Weekend. It's a holiday weekend. And the Stews and everyone else will not be working on Monday. However, we will be replacing or supplementing Monday's show by doing a show on Tuesday morning.
Yes!
We want to make sure y'all get y'all stews like you deserve.
We're doing the show on Tuesday. That's right. Absolutely. Same time. So no Monday. Everybody going to be barbecuing and whatnot anyway. So we'll bring it back on Tuesday. So we're going to do a show on Tuesday and Thursday.
Speaking of everybody barbecuing, man, my wife mentions that she wants to do Sunday dinner. We do that like once a month. And Sunday dinners, man, I love them. We invite a lot of people over. A lot of friends and family come over. We have a good time. We eat, drink, watch sports, talk. It's a really good time. But it's a stress, man. It's a stress, and you end up spending no less than $500 for everybody to enjoy themselves.
Right.
So when she mentions wanting to do Sunday dinner, I say to myself inside, I'm like, and I get a text shortly after that. Our frat brother down the street says, hey, man, we're having a pool party on Sunday. Yes, they're celebrating their kids' graduation. They're celebrating Memorial
Right.
Weekend,
Right.
and it takes Sunday dinner off the table for us. So this Sunday, I'll get to take the family over to my frat brother's house instead of having everyone at our house, and that's very exciting, man. I'm really excited about that.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that because we were thinking about shooting down there and getting you to put some stuff on the grill.
No,
But that's fine.
No. Y'all still should shoot down here, and y'all will go to the cookout with us. Yeah, I told them that our head count typically would be 5. No, I said we're bringing like 10 people.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so y'all are more than welcome to come in. I mean, actually, you can stay in Atlanta and just send the nieces.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
I always you've seen that meme floating around of somebody that invites themselves to the party. And I think it's actually depicting the bros having a big tailgate or something, a big barbecue. And then it's always them people that come to the tailgate and eating a lot but didn't bring anything.
Right.
So I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that family.
Not only do they not bring anything, what they do bring is Tupperware to take food home for others that didn't even have the.
Right.
Never mind.
You didn't bring anything, but you taking Tupperware home. No way.
Right.
Hey, listen, man, let's touch upon these big sports stories real quick and get into the trending topics. The big story, obviously, based on, not even 24 hours last night, your Knicks go down.
Yeah,
they lose in overtime to the Indiana Pacers. Tyler Halliburton goes crazy, man. He has, what does he have?
Tyrese Halliburton.
What does he have, 31? Yeah, he had 31. And then our homeboy, Aaron Nesmith, had 30 as well. He goes off. What are you saying, man? What are your thoughts?
I didn't text anybody in the first half, man. I didn't start texting people.
Ryan's a Knicks fan, by the way.
I didn't start texting people until the middle of the third quarter. And then at the top of the fourth quarter, I really started talking trash because I thought we had it in the bag. And I just watched it slip away, shot after shot after shot. Aaron Nesmith, sir, hitting 8 of 9 from behind the arc, literally fueled the Pacers' comeback. And it was one of those things, man, where after he hit the fourth one, I put my phone down like, oh-ish. They're really about to lose this game. And that's what happened, man. We'll get into it in detail a little bit later, man. We played good enough to win. It's just one game. Everybody's sending me messages. You know how it feels now to be a Boston fan, to be up by so many points but lose. It's one game, man. We'll be okay. If we continue to do what we've done, we'll be just fine. But I can't talk about the hurt that I've experienced last night. It really hurt last night.
Dude balled out, Nesmith. We've talked about this before, maybe. I'm pretty sure we have. He's from the crib, right?
I did not know that until you said that just now.
He's from Charleston. He went to Portugal.
Wow.
Same high school that I guess Portugal turned into a basketball factory. Same high school Chris Middleton went to.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so for people not from our area, this is a small high school. I think they were 2A or 3A when we were in high school. This is 30 years ago. But yeah, Mount Pleasant, across the bridge. And yeah.
Dude shot the lights out last night. 22 points in the fourth quarter. Really, really, really. People looking at Tyrese Halliburton as the savior of that game last night because he hit that game-tying shot to go into overtime. No, it was all Naismith, sir. The fourth quarter he had was one for the ages, and it's when we'll see them play over and over and over moving into the future for sure.
The day before, Tuesday night, the Thunder go up 1-0 on the Minnesota Timberwolves, 114-88. And the OKC Thunder, speaking of which, shouts out to SGA.
Perfect tree.
Yeah, perfect tree. Shouts out to SGA as he wins this year's MVP award, beating out the Joker substantially.
After dropping 31 in game one. After dropping 31, that dude's a beast, man. And Joker didn't deserve it this year. SGA truly did, man.
Yeah, so the Thunder are up in their series 114-88. Once again, I'm rooting for Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just think it's the better story for us. Ant-Man only goes for 18. Julius Randle gets 28 in that game. So both home teams, or actually only OKC. OKC defends home court, and your New York Knicks.
About Ant-Man real quick. Can I talk about Ant-Man real quick?
Go ahead, real quick, because I want to get into this next trending topic. Go ahead.
The ankle injury. he's finding himself flopping and dropping on the floor and having some type of ailment like the last 3 or 4 games, as if making an excuse for a lackluster play.
That's how you look at it?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on him, man. I don't like a few things that I've seen. I love the player. But it's like he looked for a cop-out in game 1, and he used the ankle to be that cop-out.
What if he's hurt? What if his ankle is hurting him?
He could be.
Right. You can't never question injuries.
Yeah, your ankle hurting you, but then you do a triple double loop crossover 360 dunk. It just doesn't add up sometimes.
Right.
But okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so trending topics. A couple days ago, really over the last week, these guys have been going back and forth, man. RG3 and Ryan Clark. The one thing we know, there it goes right there. Yeah, thanks, Shree. Why you
Just
cutting
keep
it
on
off
going,
like
man.
that?
Just keep on going.
Okay, all right. Ryan Clark and RG3 been going back and forth. Ryan Clark basically intimated that RG3 made the comments about Angel Reese because he can't really understand and associate with her and understand where she's coming from because he has a white wife.
His second white wife.
Second white wife.
Okay.
And Ryan Clark basically went off on him. There's a lot of little, back and forth over the last week or so. What are your thoughts, man?
My thoughts are to defend myself. My thoughts are to defend myself because when we talk about Caitlin Clark and my love for her, and I support her, and I respect her play, when we talk about her, I'm talking basketball, man. I'm talking sports. Give me a one-shot, Tree. Give me a one-shot. I'm talking basketball, man. I'm talking sports. I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about sport. I'm talking about competition. I'm talking about wins, losses. I'm talking about MVPs. And yesterday, people were bombarding me with messages. Oh, you and RG3 feel like this. You and RG3. I detest RG3. RG3 is not of the people in my eyes. RG3 is an implant in my eyes. I am not him. I am not RG3. Thank you, Tree. We can go back to the double now. So yeah, man, I just wanted to say, the violin. FM, man, y'all know what y'all can do. I just wanted to say, man, don't group my love for sport into what the world is dealing with these days. Don't group my love of sport and debate of wins and losses and players, ballers versus not ballers. Don't group my love for that stuff into MAGA. Don't do that. That's all I have to say about it.
I didn't say anything like that. I didn't even tease anything like that. Sounds like you feel.
You asked me a question and I answered it. You asked me how I felt. I told you how I felt. Were you wanting me to say something else?
I mean, that whole
Switch your agenda? Is that what you wanted me to? You wanted me to do something else? No, I did what I wanted to do just now with that 30 seconds.
That whole soliloquy sounds like you're trying
I did that for me. I didn't do that for you. I did that for me.
Okay. I mean, it just sounds almost like you feel guilty or something. I wasn't even going there.
Black and white when we talk sport. I don't.
Yeah, but nobody even said anything about your whole stance with Angel Clark and
right.
And or Caitlin Clark.
Ryan Clark and RG3 are. This is a borderline race war. Shouts out to IntelliTravel. And I don't do that with sport. I see sport for what it is. Look how buff she is. Somebody was working out this offseason. But nobody wants to hear about that. She put on 5 pounds of muscle. Nobody wants to talk about that. I talked about that last week. Y'all are taking it someplace else. Shouts out to IntelliTravel.com.
Alrighty. When we get back from the break, we're going to talk to our folk, Pethro Daniels, Director, IntelliTravel, PlanNet, about the big opportunity with PlanNet, about the big opportunity with IntelliTravel. We've been talking about it, kind of teasing for a while once again. We're going to have Pethro on to talk a little bit, kind of give you some quick little nuggets, and then tonight we're going to give you some information on how you can join us for a full presentation.
Tall glass of milk. Who says that? Brothers say tall glass of water. That's what we say. He said tall glass of milk. Who says that?
But milk because she's white. You do understand that, right?
Exactly. That's not me. Y'all trying to group me into that? That's not me.
You really sound defensive. No one ever said anything like that this morning.
Right.
And you're sweating.
Yeah, I'm warm. I'm hot. I got to cut the fan on when we go into a break.
Don't go away. Two last shoes.
I don't have on any shorts. I have on just underwear, so I can't stand up and people see me.
Yeah, we didn't need to know that either. We definitely didn't need to know that part of the equation.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance.
Throwback Thursday going down in the doghouse with your boys, the two live stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and we are happy to be joined by the director herself, Miss Pethro Daniels, is in the building. How you doing, Pethro?
Pethro, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys have me cracking up over here. But yes, it's a great morning. How are you all doing?
We're doing fantastic.
I got to say this real quick, Pethro. When I made the comment about not having any pants on, I didn't know you were on the line, so I want to apologize about that. That's not cool.
It's totally okay.
Okay.
I wanted you to stand up. I'm like,
all right, well, I'm known to give the people what they want. I'm known to give the people what they want. No, I'm just joking. Well, Pethro, good morning. We're happy to have you here. Let's get started by simply talking about what it is that you do for IntelliTravel and or PlanNet.
Yes. Well, actually, I am a director. I'm what they call a 4-star director. You won't understand what that is right now, but what I do is a 4-star director with PlanNet Marketing, and I help people own their own travel business so that they can earn commission on travel that they're going to do anyway. Travel is a $10 trillion industry, and we're just showing people how to tap into it. So on travel that they're going to do on their own, they can tap into that money and get some of that money in their pockets.
Okay, so listen, give us a brief overview of the company, PlanNet and IntelliTravel.
Yeah, actually, it's 2 companies. When you get your business, you get 2 companies. You get a marketing company and a travel agency, right? So you have 7-8 ways to make money. What I love is that the 2 companies are exclusively partnered. So if you wanted to get your travel agency through IntelliTravel, you have to go through a PlanNet Marketing representative. What I love most is that we teach you, and you hear me say teach you, right? Mm-hmm. Because most people think that this is something that they have to do on their own. We teach you how to capitalize on travel that you're going to do anyway so that you make some money. That's it.
What I love about the meetings when I get to make it to Atlanta is this person's a judge. This person right here is a lawyer. This person right here is a doctor. This person no longer practices medicine because of the business. Talk about what you did prior to being a 4-star director.
Yeah, I was in human resources. I was an executive in human resources, making a nice 6-figure income. right? Nice money. I wouldn't complain. And I was told, hey, you need to get a tax write-off by my tax professional. So he said, go get yourself a home-based business. So that was the first thing I did. Was I was like, okay, what kind of home-based business? He was like, it doesn't matter, any kind, as long as it's a legitimate home-based business. So someone came to me about travel, and I was like, hey, that makes sense to me. I'm traveling anyway. So I got in for that reason. Then I started to make some money. And like I said, I was an HR executive. 2 years in, I was doing this part-time, the travel thing part-time. I was making $100,000 part-time, about 3-4 hours a week. And I'm making 180 over here in corporate, working 70 hours a week. That math wasn't mathing for me. So I quit my job. Y'all, can you imagine telling your mama that you're gonna quit your corporate job to do what?
Right.
So I did. I stepped out on faith. I quit my job and focused on the travel piece solely. Now I have surpassed what I was making in corporate.
Finishing up with Petro Daniels right now, director with PlanNet and IntelliTravel. Listen, tonight at 8 p.m., we're going to have a full presentation that takes around 45 minutes to an hour, where we'll go and Petro will go more into detail about the business and the business opportunity. So last thing from us, do you have to recruit? Now, this is a network marketing opportunity, so a lot of people are kind of leery, but do you have to recruit? And talk about your experience? Yeah.
Absolutely not. And that's the part that when I came in, I'm going to tell you the total honest truth. I love this show because I can say it the way I want, that I said it to her. Look, don't invite, I'm not coming to none of them damn meetings. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
So no, you do not have to recruit. It is not a requirement. Of course, what you will find is you're going to want to share this with your friends and family because they can save so much money. We share things all the time, right? Great sale at the mall. You're going to tell your friends, at least for me. So you want to share. So you do not have to recruit. It is not something that's required.
We've got people in the chat that's telling you, hey, Director Daniels and my Soror. Yes, she is a Soror.
Y'all see me representing, right?
Yeah,
Shouts out to the Reds. Shouts out to the Reds.
Ms. Daniels, outstanding job as always. We look forward to the call tonight, and thank you for your time. We really appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you. Good night.
That's Petro Daniels, y'all.
So listen,
with the 2 Live Stews.
So listen, there goes my email right there. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. If you'd like to join the Zoom call, if you email me in the subject line, just put travel meeting, and then what I'll do is I'll reply to you with the link where you can join us tonight, 8 p.m. promptly, and the entire presentation goes about 45 minutes. And yeah, listen, most of us have had these network opportunities presented to us and have dabbled in it and may not have gotten the greatest success. Trust me when I tell you this, like you just said, these are quality, upstanding citizens that are doing big things in the travel business, and it's a great opportunity. Join us.
It's like being in an auditorium full of bosses every time I go to a meeting. Jasani, them eyes on Petro though. Yeah, we're a fan. We're a fan. She's an awesome lady. And she knows this business, and she's helping us out tremendously for sure.
Yeah, so email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and put travel party or travel meeting, and I will reply back to you with the link so you can join us tonight promptly once again at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Did you know, before we get into the next trending topic, that Sesame Street has been affected by Trump and his goons?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Absolutely, I know it.
Did you hear the new news?
What?
Sesame Street is headed to Netflix, man.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because they still are viable.
No question.
We grew up on Sesame Street and Electric Company, and we always talk about Schoolhouse Rock. So, yeah, those programs need to stay. But old Scrooge, who's been on a tear over the last couple of days, we'll get to him in a second. He doesn't understand anything like that. He probably never watched an episode of Sesame Street.
He probably don't know what Sesame Street is. He don't know what PBS is.
Right.
It's sad, man. There's a lot of stuff going on that's crazy in this world.
So speaking of Scrooge, the trending topic, your boy Donald Trump yesterday with the president of South Africa, in effect, just ambushes dude. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that whole thing between me, you, Chris Domino, and O.J. Simpson maybe 20 years ago. Trump just pulls out all of these pictures and videos. He shows a video of, the supposed genocide going on in South Africa, which every reputable news source in the world says it's not true. We talked about it a little bit last week, how, there was this land act that was created to take land away from the black South Africans. And in effect, in 2025, they need to get that. They need to get that back.
I thought the president did a good job in a situation that is impossible. He knew he was going to be bombarded. I thought he was prepared to be bombarded. And he tried to get in, and because Trump overtalks you. He overtalks you, and he cuts you off. Trump was talking about all these white people that are dying, and the president was like, hey, for the record, you do know that there's more black people being killed than white people, right? You do understand that. Right. And Trump just kept on moving like he didn't hear him. Right.
That's what he does, though.
I don't know why people would come and sit in that office with that dude. I don't get it, because it's not for you. You're not coming for you and for your agenda. You're coming to be a part of his circus whenever you spend time with that dude.
Absolutely, 100%. And every time I hear him say something or do something crazy, I think there's no way he can top that. The whole thing with Zelensky from the Ukraine, I never thought in a million years he would be able to top that. This time, this dude comes with assets. This dude comes with flyers, videos. It's just embarrassing, man. It's just absolutely embarrassing. The stuff that this guy does literally on a daily basis.
Yeah. It's pretty sad, man.
Yeah. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Thank you for joining your boys. Arlie Report coming up next. Stay tuned for that.
Where do we go to from here, man? I mean, will this thing get better within the next 4 years at all?
No. Why would you think that?
He's not even 6 months in yet, man.
6 months. Let's see. Really? Yeah. No, he's not. 5 months in. Yeah. It's going to get a lot worse than it's going to get better. And I 100% believe that. Absolutely.
A buddy was saying that if something was to happen to him and they give the keys to J.D. Vance, it would be even worse, because J.D. Vance is a true politician that sees Trump's ways. So it would be even worse if the vice president was to be pushed to the president. It would be even worse.
I saw something yesterday on CNN where they were saying that Trump's kid, Junior, wants to is kind of intimating that he's going to run, and it makes sense because their fan base, and I'm calling them a fan base, the Trump fan base is so crazy and maniacal.
Yeah,
right. I don't even know if that's the word. And maniacal that, by the Constitution, Trump can't run again. Well, let's just vote his boy in. His boy does exactly what his daddy tells him to do on every issue. I could absolutely see that happening.
It's terrible, man. It's terrifying.
Absolutely, I could see that happening because they would vote for him. Yeah. They would absolutely vote for him.
And by them, he would have flown another million South Africans in here, white South Africans in here, to increase his weight when it comes to getting support.
Oh, yeah.
You start with 60 or so, and, they're going to be bringing folk over here by the plane load here any minute now to push his agenda.
I can see that coming as well. I can absolutely see that coming as well, man.
All right.
So,
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to move on.
Huh?
I want to move on. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
It's just unbelievable, the things that this guy does. And put that back up, Tree. Sorry. You're watching Two Live Stews Experience. One thing also we have to talk about real quick.
Shame on them.
The tush push. Wait a minute. I want to hear your opinion. The tush push was not canceled. They had a vote, and the tush push survives another year. These are the teams that voted against the tush push.
Can I share something with y'all?
No, these are the teams that voted for the tush push.
Okay, go ahead with that, and I'll share my thoughts after that. Are you going to say the teams?
No, go ahead.
Every day in meetings in that locker room in Detroit, there's one or two things that get said in every meeting. And the biggest thing that gets said in every meeting is, this is a copycat league.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we watch film and study, because we're trying to catch on to people's trends, the things that they do, the things that they don't do. If you do this, what counters that? What's the best way to combat this? We talk about the league being a copycat league. I'm ashamed that the league even put this to a vote when we're a copycat league, and if something's working for someone, everybody starts doing it. I'm ashamed that the league wanted to abolish the tush push because it's successful for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were 2 votes away from abolishing it. They were 2 votes away from never being able to do the tush push again. Why don't y'all get y'all weight up and do it right?
Right. Exactly.
Instead of stopping someone that has success with something from doing it.
Right. It's very lame. If your team voted to stop the tush push, your team lame.
You're whack. You're whack.
And I hate to say it, I think the Falcons voted to get rid of it as well. Yeah.
Well, that's not my team. Falcons ain't my team.
Yeah, but you root for the Falcons, though.
I do. I do support and root for the Falcons.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I just thought that was the lamest thing ever to come across the table as far as the NFL. These guys figured out a way to utilize their assets. And what's his name, quarterback for the Eagles? Jalen Hurts. Drawing a blank. Jalen Hurts, like squats 600-700 pounds. Legendary. They've always talked about how strong this guy is and how big he is, how great he is in the weight room. And you figure out a way to utilize that talent, and now you want to get rid of it because you can't duplicate it. I just thought the whole conversation is just lame, and gladly cooler heads prevail, and they're going to keep it, at least for another year. Now, usually what happens when they have this close of a vote, at some point down the road, they're just going to politic more and ultimately get the thing pushed out for real.
They double back. Double back. They'll go find another team or two to make them side with them so they can get this thing abolished. But again, I think Philly would still have success whether they use the tush push or not. That's a very well put together team, especially O-line and D-line wise.
And listen, one thing I wanted to mention, going back to the RG3 Ryan Clark thing, the problem with RG3 is, here's a quote. He says, "I gave a sports opinion. I said Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark." That's not a sports opinion.
That's not a sports opinion.
That's the problem. And that's what he doesn't understand. And I guess he keeps repeating that because this is the second place that I saw. He's done a couple of interviews and, basically trying to attack Ryan Clark of what he said. But the part he's missing is, I gave a sports opinion. That quote is a lie.
It's a lie.
You didn't give a sports opinion. You said that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Right. What does that have to do with sports?
It has nothing to do with sport.
So at that point, my mind is free reign. And Ryan Clark went for it. They evidently have worked together in the past at ESPN. And Ryan Clark sees the same things in RG3. Which, by the way, for the record, I think RG3 is great at as being an analyst, a sports analyst, a football analyst.
He's lame as hell, man.
But as far as a professional and doing his job as a sports analyst, I don't know why they got rid of him. He does that job great. But as far as lame, he is the epitome of lame. You remember Rob Parker talked about him many years ago, called him a cornball brother?
Cornball, yeah.
Epitome. But that's the point that I wanted to throw out there that I think people aren't looking at. He's continuing to say, I gave a sports opinion. No, you didn't, brother. You did not give a sports opinion. You gave a personal opinion about 2 women.
The video he's throwing all this hate at Angel Reese, he's doing his podcast, I guess. And in the background of his podcast is his wife just he-heing and ha-haing the whole time while he's just trying to destroy Angel Reese.
So I talked about this, I think yesterday in a post. Like, it looked like he was trying to get some brownie points from his wife and maybe her family as well. Like, why would you have your wife sitting there hee-heeing on this subject?
Back there.
Yeah, the whole thing is just whack. All right, Arlie coming up with entertainment.
Looking forward to spending some time with Arlie Wood. Whatever y'all do, y'all keep it locked to your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the 2 Live Stews, and the 2 Live Stews Network. It's a Throwback Thursday, y'all.
I should have coined.
Throwback Thursday.
I should have copywritten this, man.
I mean, how come you don't wear jerseys and stuff on Throwback Thursday? I mean, you're the reason why we're doing this.
No. Listen, I've talked about this before. I got a limited number. Like, if we wear them every week, I said let's alternate. I plan to wear one today, but you got one on again.
Well, no. You didn't know I was going to put one on. It was your turn, and you still didn't put one on. That's why I had it here. I had it here to make sure that someone had to represent Throwback Thursday, because even though you brought it to the table, you're not throwing back on Thursdays.
Okay, so
you're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, to make up of those stews. And we are joined by Arlie Wood.
Ain't that a coinky dink?
I'm throwing back.
Thank you, Arlie.
Cinco de Mayo. Does it have to be a jersey? I want to throw back to something good. It's going to be Mardi Gras, Cinco de Mayo, or birthdays. Stuff that give good cocktails.
Okay, I like it, Ollie. Hey, isn't that a coinky dink, man? You got on a Vic jersey today, and Bobby Brown rocking the Vic jersey in the old school video.
Mentioning Bobby Brown real quick, man. I think Bobby's on track to keep living, man. A while back, I was thinking that he was on a fast track to death. For real, no. A while back, he wasn't looking good. A while back, he wasn't moving during shows. A while back, he was over 300 pounds.
But the way you said it was funny.
I saw him in the video a couple of days ago dancing, and he looks like Bobby. He's looking like Bobby again. So I'm really excited about that. Happy for Bobby.
Y'all see him guns.
Absolutely.
Pumpkin's favorite artist too.
Oh, she like Bobby? Bobby Bradford Brown. Isn't his middle name?
She loves Bobby Brown.
Really?
Oh, man.
Your mama got a little thug loving on her. Oh,
wait a minute. You never heard that story, Arlie, about Bobby Brown?
No. I need to hear it. Do we have time this morning?
We do. Go ahead, Doug. Tell it real quick.
Go tell the story, Doug. Go. And
we told it 100 times. I thought sure we told it since we've been doing the show again. But anyway, we walk into the Palm restaurant, Christmas holiday. Ryan got his whole family. I got my whole family. Our mother came in town, just chilling, because she retired. And we walk up in the Palm in Buckhead, and sitting at the bar is Bobby Brown. And our mother sees him. Oh my gosh, it's Bobby Brown! It's Bobby Brown!
She lost it.
I love it. You were like, woman, please.
Yeah, you embarrassing us. But anyway, she loved Bobby Brown.
Bobby Bradders, something Brown. He got a BBB. He's a BBB. Yep.
Yeah, and so
hold
on. We calming her down.
And at the Palms, at that. That's a quiet, kind of low-key spot.
Right. I had no idea she liked Bobby Brown like that. It was kind of embarrassing for real.
Now you know. You won't let her see Bobby in public no more.
No, hell
What you got for us, darling? Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Hey, y'all. First of all, what's up out there to the Stew Nation? It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, the Two Live Stews Experience, and the Arlie Wood Report. Throwing back to Cinco de Mayo because I missed it this year, and I'm very, very sad about it, okay? Okay. First up, we got birthdays. Who's singing today? We got birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, I like the look fall off. Y'all both have a different fall off. That's birthday. That's nice. Anyway, first of all, speaking of, it's not Bobby Brown, but can you feel the magic in my hand when I touch and rub you right.
the right way.
All right, happy 59th birthday to our boy Johnny Gill in the building. It's a lot of songs coming today. Model Naomi Campbell is 55 today. Donnell Jones, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel. You know him. He turns 52 today. Broadway star and singer Vivian Green, 46. Singer Avery Sunshine, 50. R&B singer Leela. It's a bunch of singing birthdays. Leela James, 42. And my girl, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay.
Go ahead, Ollie. Go ahead, Ollie.
That is our girl Shirley Murdoch,
Shirley
68
Murdoch, that's right.
today. Y'all
She
remember
almost
that?
70 years old.
Almost 70. She done laid a long time.
Ollie, you may not have known it, but I got a real beef with Johnny Gill. We're not gonna get into it right now, but it's a long story. But yeah, I don't like Johnny. You like Johnny Gill as part of New Edition?
I did not like when they put him in New Edition. I didn't like it.
That's what I'm saying. I never liked that guy.
They had to keep it, and then it was 6 of them. But that song, there's one song off the album Home that I did like, but I can't think of what it is now. Was it
Growing Up Can Be a Pain?
He just didn't fit. It's something about I don't know.
Long story. We'll get
he has
to
a
it.
my. He be singing that my. And last but not least, on Sunday, my beautiful mother, Dr. Margaret Mama Wilson, will turn 75. Shout out to Margaret.
Yeah, you look just like your mama. All of this is the same. All of this is the same.
All of it. She got that fro. Y'all see her rocking that fro over there? Them 70 that fro.
Look at that afro.
Baby, you couldn't tell her none by her fro, honey, with that curly hair. I don't know how she made it do that, but
and every time you see her out in these streets, she is the epitome of style. Every time you see her.
That was our mother too 30 years ago, man, 40 years ago.
Yep.
50 years ago. Because so our mother's nickname is Pumpkin. And the reason her nickname is Pumpkin because she had orange hair as a kid.
Oh.
And so her afro would have been orange or blondish, looking like your mama's.
A sandy, dusty color. Yeah. Gotta love it. We don't go to that kind of stuff. That suit she had, I mean, they were just such a if I had my brothers, I'd go back to like the 50s era. I played I was in an episode of Aretha on this thing, and they put us in like my era was in the 50s, and I was like this with the cinched waist and the little peplum outfits and the very tailored, but you still look like a lady. I love it. So shout out to
the people were sticking dog. Them people were still sticking dogs on us back in the 50s. You got.
Well, yeah, I don't want to go back there. I said I want to go to the dress of the 50s, just the outfits. I thought the ladies were very stylish and sexy. I thought that. Yes. Okay. Anyway, shout out to all the people out there in the Stu Nation who are celebrating birthdays coming up from when we saw you, and we are excited for you. I hope your birthday is amazing. Now, we got to get into the Diddy report for this week. We're in week 3, second week of the actual trial, third week of
You're the love of my life.
So check out, there's been a lot of people that have come to, I'll say stage, but come to the courtroom. We've had Dawn Richard, who finished up testimony. She ended on Friday, started back out on Monday. She used to be with Diddy Dirty Money and Danny Kane. She has beef with him and said, she physically witnessed him try to throw a pan at Cassie. We had his Cassie's one-time best friend. She came on. Her name is Carrie Morgan. She testified that Diddy came to her house in 2018 and choked her with a wooden hanger. She was going to sue, but Cassie showed up at the house and gave her $30,000. They hadn't spoken since then, so they're not friends no more. Their 17-year friendship over. Now, the strange thing that's happening, they've had everybody that's come up there and talk about what was found in the house. So, baby oil, Astroglide, sex toys, high heels, AR-15s, some of them with the actual magazines with the, serial numbers marked out. That's pretty much the only thing, because Astroglide does not make for a RICO statute, like a RICO trial. So they're really starting to wonder, where are they coming with this? Even the gentleman that they call the Punisher, who was the one who for 3 years was paid, and I just wonder how he got that name, because he said he had erectile dysfunction. So how you get to be a Punisher if you got erectile dysfunction?
What?
You stupid, Ollie.
I mean, I'm serious. He did say that. And they were trying to figure out how Diddy, like, first he didn't know that was Diddy, and I don't think he realized it was Cassie. Then he saw Sean Combs on, how they welcome the Essex Hotel welcomes Arlie Wilson. So it said Sean Combs. That's how he figured out who he was in there sexing. But he was making $2,000 every time for like 5 times a year for 3 years to go in there and sex Cassie in front of Diddy. Again, called the Punisher. So TMZ asked him, well, why do you think they called you? Because your testimony almost helped the defense, not the prosecution. He said, I don't know why they called me to the stand. They asked me my story. I told them what I did, and they still brought me to the witness stand. So right now we're getting a lot of sex lies and videotapes, and not a lot of, we still haven't gotten into how they're going to tie all this together.
Mm-hmm.
So, Arlie, if you, in your opinion, as someone that holds a law degree, do you think Diddy is losing right now or winning?
I think the only thing that they could, one of the things that helps, so Cassie's mom took the stand this weekend too. Her testimony was only like under 30 minutes because the defense decided not to cross-examine her. What she has was an email that said, Mama, where Diddy threatened Cassie and said, if you don't, he never said what, if you don't do what, we don't know what it was. So he calls the mom. He's like, yeah, y'all owe me $20,000 for money that I put into Cassie. And the mama took out a second mortgage on the house, paid Diddy the $20,000, and then Diddy gives it back to her. But it still could be considered extortion, which could roll into some kind of coercion or something like that. But I feel like right now they're not tying together the RICO. Yeah, you got state cases of like abuse and all that, but RICO still have not seen it.
Yeah, so I got in a back and forth yesterday in the chat group that the same thing you're talking about right now. And I didn't understand how or why or the relevance of Cassie's mama giving Puffy 20 grand when I heard on another interview from Shine with the Breakfast Club saying he watched Puffy spend $500,000 in one day in Europe somewhere on Cassie. And so I didn't understand, like, it doesn't make sense. Those two things don't come together. But basically what everybody was saying was it was a control thing. So yeah, dang, did Ollie freeze up? Ollie froze up. She did.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
So I didn't know that Diddy requested that 20 grand and gave it back. I didn't know that.
And gave it back.
Yep, he gave it back like shortly after.
Arlie,
after the mama mortgaged her house, did a second mortgage.
I don't know if you heard the last part of what I said, Arlie, because you kind of froze up.
Am I still there?
You're still here, but you're coming in real.
Can you see me? Can you hear me, Ryan?
We see you and we can hear you, but you're kind of glitching. You're kind of glitching.
I'm on. I don't know what. Here
now,
we go.
Now
again.
Looks like everything's caught up. Everything's
you're good. You're good. You're good.
So
now.
yes, he gave it back, and so that's one of the closest things they can get to like maybe extortion. But you still have to prove. They got a lot of stuff to prove. I think what they're trying to do is just because every day they talking about sex. They have sexed us to death. They're gonna overdo it, and that's gonna be a problem.
Real quick. I'm gonna show one of FM's messages. $500,000 on her. That's why Cassie didn't leave. You got to think about what he said. You got to think about that.
Yeah. So
if he's dropping $500,000 in a day on her and her career, she's not gonna be quick to go nowhere.
Nobody. It's women who don't get a fraction of that who stay in abusive relationships. They did have a psychologist on to try to discuss, all of the Stockholm syndrome, which a lot of people didn't know about. They said that the jury was very, very interested in trying to understand that. But again, and even with the Punisher dude, he's from Harlem, so that's not interstate commerce. You didn't cross anybody over any state lines to have sex. That's all in New York. So they still don't understand why he was even brought there. Maybe just to kind of, I think a lot of it is shock and awe. We can just make people be detested by his behavior. Then but the court, they're gonna get a very clear jury information. Like, this is what you're looking for. These are the elements you have to meet for this standard to be, for him to get this kind of treatment, or if he's gonna get this, then there's certain levels, and if you don't meet it, you can't. If it don't fit, you must acquit.
Man, Julius 35C hit it right on the head. They're waiting for Farnsworth Bentley to testify.
Everybody said that's gonna be an interesting testimony. I wish I was privy to the it's probably out there somewhere, but they're being real tight-lipped with all that kind of stuff. Second up, our boy Chris Brown. On Monday, I told y'all Chris was in jail till June the 8th or June the 13th. Well, he is out. He pays $6.7 million bail to get out. Posted in his stories from cage to the stage, Breezy Bowl 20. He's doing a whole, he's getting ready for his tour. The dates, if it's 40 dates, 34 of them are already sold out. Some of them over there in the UK. I wonder what he's going to do about the ones that are in the UK, because that's where he was arrested and they had, the charges against him. So I'm not sure if there's some special things going with that.
Will that 6.7 come back at some point in time, Arlie?
As long as he doesn't, a portion of that has to go to the people who put up the rest of the bail, like the bail company that holds your bail, so they get like some portion. And as long as he doesn't skip out, it should.
Well, why would he need a company? You think he used a company for that 6.7? You don't think he had access to that kind of funds?
I wouldn't put all that money up myself. I would let some. I mean,
it's 10%. I do know that it's 10%, right?
Right.
So $67,000.
670 grand.
670 grand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he just before he was granted bail, he was slated to be until June 13th, but now he can start his tour. I think it starts June the 8th. So shout out to him. He'll be with Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, and Bryson Tiller, coming to a city or country near you.
Chris Brown needs to fire his lawyers. No way they should have let him return to London. Yeah, they missed that.
Yeah.
Like how could I'm sure he's got these guys on payroll, these attorneys on payroll for anything and everything.
The label has attorneys, so that stuff should have come to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody should have known we about to go to jail if we go to this city.
Right. Exactly.
But perhaps if you're not there, maybe whatever address you use was some local address, and then when I still haven't figured out how that happened, because you can't bring charges against me unless you tell me you brought them against me. That's not fair. So, somebody he was supposed to get the charges when they were filed against him back last November. It's been a while. He should have had that. And last but not least, y'all, now this happened at the 1st of May, but our WNBA star, Skylar Diggins, told them in a press conference, take off my name, take it off. And everybody's like, they sideways. She filed for divorce. And the couple has been married 8 years. They share 2 beautiful children, but she has filed for divorce. She said it was irreconcilable. Irrevocably broken is the word. Irretrievably broken is what was submitted in King County Superior Court in Washington.
She can hoop. She's a real player. Yep.
She is with the Seattle Storm, 2-year contract of $422,000. I'm sure so it's $423. I'm sure she has some great. So yeah, that's sad to hear, and neither one of them, he's not trying to get her money, so that's always wonderful. Woo-hoo.
That is good. Outstanding job, Arlie. Make sure you have a good, safe weekend this weekend for your holiday.
Absolutely. I'll be partying all weekend with the 75-year-olds.
Please tell Miss Margaret we said happy birthday and we love
I will. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Junior. Happy Friday Junior is what she said.
Happy Friday Junior.
Like Friday Eve, Today is Thursday, the day before Friday. Some of these things go over your head, but it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't understand what she was saying, man.
I'm here to explain it to you. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the 2 Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, to make up your stews. Top 5, man. We got to talk about this top 5. We got to talk about the bull. And we got a few things we got to get into, man.
Yeah, we got Last 48 coming up. A lot of stuff coming up. Don't forget, all right, email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. You see it right there, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. I'll shoot you the link to tonight's travel presentation at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Who wouldn't want to make an extra $100,000 for 3 to 5 hours worth of work during the week? Who wouldn't want to do that?
That's kind of extreme. You can make some good money though.
No, I mean, she said that she was working 3 to 4 hours a week, and she started making $100,000.
Right.
Not a month, but
yeah. Okay. I understand. You said a month. You said a month. What?
There are opportunities for residual income of $100,000 a month if you do what you're supposed to do. That's factual.
True. That's true.
That's factual.
That's true.
I'm not over here talking no BS. I'm talking the truth because I know about the business.
That's true. You're right, man. Let's go to break.
You go to break. You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com. So another of my favorite encounters was with a gorgeous Russian stay-at-home mom. Her husband traveled frequently for work, leaving her with a lot of free time. So I visited her at their very nice home once or twice weekly for about 8 months. I kept seeing the Russian mom, but also expanded my horizons with new dates almost every weekend.
Before I continue, have you ever had any Russian nudsie?
No, never had no Russian nudsie.
Don't knock it till you try it.
No Russian nudsie.
It was my first time on a small plane like that, and her husband even let me fly it briefly. After my turn behind the wheel, he asked me, "Are you in the Mile High Club?" Quick question for you, Doug.
Yes, sir.
Are you in the Mile High Club?
No.
Well, damn, man. Have you lived it all? Have you lived it all?
Tell me how you're going to be on the Mile High Club.
You have sex on a plane.
Yeah, how is that possible if you're paying for a chartered, were you on a chartered plane?
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews.
Yeah, I call cap on that Mile High thing.
You can be as lame as you want, sir. It's up to you. It's
I'm just
okay.
saying, it's not mathematically possible.
Right.
Unless you own a private jet.
Been on those too, but hey, my Mile High Club adventures have been on big planes with a lot of people.
Yeah, okay. So listen, the name of the book is The Bull. Right here. And we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks, written by my man B, who we're going to talk to. We're going to do top 5 here in a second. We're going to talk to my man B next week, Thursday. So stay tuned for that, the writer of the book. And we've been giving you these excerpts. The reviews of the sites got me a lot of play. I connected with a Chinese doctor who was visiting the city for a work conference. Her husband had read my reviews and was impressed. So he reached out to arrange a meeting. She couldn't send pictures for privacy reasons, but he assured me I wouldn't be disappointed. He was right.
I'm not sure we're supposed to be doing this right now, but I'm going to go ahead and play along with you. When I met her at the hotel lobby, I was stunned by her looks. We had a drink, some conversation, and a little PDA. You know what PDA is, Doug?
PDA.
Yes.
Pure
public displays of affection.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. Before heading up to her room, I used to play a lot of sports in high school, and the nervous butterflies I felt walking to her room were similar to those I used to get before a big game. I was so into her, it made me feel like a little kid again. The sex was passionate, and she wanted to record some of it to send to her husband back home. Quick question for you before you read the last excerpt.
Uh-huh. And you're watching.
You remember leaving the locker room on Fridays before a game, man? That feeling you had?
What do you mean?
Butterflies, excited, want to get on the field, ready to play.
Oh yeah,
anxious.
Yeah.
This is what the Bull was experiencing walking down the hall with this lady, man.
Yeah, it's showtime.
It's right. That's my point.
Yeah, it's showtime. We kept in touch, and I took her up on invitations to visit her city, where I stayed in their huge house. She took me to a fancy restaurant and showed me around town. One night, while her husband was asleep downstairs, she snuck into my room and woke up with oral. She later invited me to join her in another conference in Miami. By then, she had undergone some cosmetic surgery. Oh, I see. Yeah, she was Asian. And turned even more heads. We walked down the beach, drawing envious looks from everyone around us. I'm already looking forward to our next meeting. So that's the Bull, man.
I don't know how we're going to be able to keep this thing together when we talk to him live next week.
What do you mean?
Is his face going to be blurred out? Is he open to showing who he is?
Absolutely, and he's going to have one of them voice disguisers.
Wow.
Tree saying no.
She said no. She said no. Wow.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
All I know is this, man. I'm expecting to see a 3-screen. We have a 2-screen up now. I'm expecting to see a 3-screen, and you better stay in every picture.
Tree, put up the QR code one more time for the listeners that want to cop the Bulls book.
Not one time next week when we have the Bull on, should I be on the screen with the Bull by myself. You better be on every set. If you are not, you know what the people are going to say. They think you're the Bull, Doug.
Why do people think I'm the Bull? I mean, I'm not the Bull.
Professional bed buck. Hey, man, how much of a lame are you if your wife tells some total stranger that's putting pressure on you, on her, to record a snippet of it so I can send it to my husband? How much of a lame are you?
Super lame. Like you got an L on your chest.
Oh my God!
You got an L7. Remember L7?
You over here beating me down mercifully, and you say, "Hey, wait a minute, real quick, record some of this and send this to my lame dick husband."
Guys, some of these people might actually. He's saying to me that he might be able to get some of them to come on also.
Ooh, so we can ask those questions.
Yeah.
What do you mean no? You wouldn't want to ask the people that you're referring to these same questions? Like, tell us why you feel it. Huh?
I don't want
That's
to
riveting television.
I don't want to offend anybody though. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to step on anyone's toes.
You are an habitual line stepper. What are you talking about?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Whose quote was that? You're an habitual line stepper. Oh, it was Don King. I think.
Thank you, Sean Mims. All super chatters, we appreciate you. We'll get to you a little bit later. Thank y'all very much, y'all. Y'all doing it big today. We really appreciate that. We need it. Okay. All right. I mean, we can't do a whole show with the Bull. And if we're going to talk to the Bull and his guests, I mean, that's more than one segment.
Absolutely.
You're going to need to come up off some more cheese if you want to talk to these people.
What?
Huh?
See, this is what I'm talking about. You're an habitual line stepper. There was no need for you to say that just now.
Did I say something wrong?
Our business
Please
relationship?
stop. I will handle that.
Thank you, Tree.
You don't tell me what to do, Tree.
Tree is
you're not the boss of me.
I thank God so much for Tree and the great work she does with us, man. Because it's hard working with you. I know firsthand. It's very hard working with you. All right, so are we talking to Tamara now? Okay.
No, we're doing top 5. I mean, do you have a rundown?
I don't.
Have a rundown?
I don't.
Why we do that? Why do we do this meeting in the morning?
It usually is in the private chat thing, but it's not. Let's see.
Excuses. Tools of the incompetent. Use the book monuments of nothingness. Those who use them certainly amount to anything.
It is in the private chat.
I do see it now. Top 5. So let's discuss the top 5 that we had this past Tuesday. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience Monday?
This past Monday.
So we did the top 5 commencement speakers you would look at your college or have at your college graduation.
I think this simple graphic may have cost me a top 5. I got to do better.
Well, mine was just better, but this didn't help. Absolutely not. Covering up our faces and whatnot. So unprofessional. So top 5 commencement speakers you would book at your college graduation. This is yours. And let's just show mine. We don't even need to read his, really. This is my top 5. This is the winning top 5.
Talking about Muhammad Ali. Our faces. That's covering up our faces.
Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr.
Can't play the Jesus card again. That's the 3rd time you played the Jesus card. I mean,
in Jesus of Nazareth. Now I'm back to a commanding 3-game lead over you now, 14-11, and things are back to the way they're supposed to be.
I think you keep playing that Jesus card, he's going to knock on your door eventually.
Who started the Jesus card?
Well,
that's funny. That's funny.
I mean, you played it 3 times.
Yeah, who says there's a rule on how many times you can play it? If it really is a card to be played, that's almost like that black card thing. That's bullshit. There's no such thing.
Talking about Jesus cursing. It's not going to work out for you in the end. It's just not.
You're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience.
Congratulations on your top 5 win, sir. Let me say that. Congratulations on your top 5 win.
Well, I'll be.
You're up. You're up 3 3 rounds now. Congratulations, man.
Okay.
Well done. Well
All
done.
right. All right, yeah, let's bring in our folk, man. The great Fly
We want
Girl.
to welcome the Fly Girl to the building. What up, though?
Hi, guys.
A fly girl. A fly girl. A fly girl.
So, Fly Girl, real quick,
Fly
you hit me up like
girl.
I was wondering if I could come on the show to talk about this event that we've got going on. No, in the future, when you need something like that, just hit me up and say, what day can I come on? You don't need to ask. This is your platform as well. This is your platform as well.
Yeah, y'all
Thank
folk.
you.
folk.
I love you guys.
Love
I
you too.
appreciate it.
Tell
How's
us what you
everything
got
going?
going on.
How's everything going, first of all?
I'm fantastic.
Okay.
You guys look and sound great as usual.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We try.
I came on the show today to talk about a really fantastic event that we have next week. So the football camp, the Joe Gilliam football camp, starts on Tuesday and it goes all the way through Friday. And on Friday after the camp, we have a dinner that is a fundraiser for the foundation, which is the fundraising arm for the football camp that we do in Nashville, Tennessee, for the youth there, starting at age 12 all the way through high school. And it's not just a demonstration camp. It's a legit camp. Like we do 7-on-7, contact drills, all sorts of things. We have a flag football game at the end. And the event that we're having is celebrating our 25th year for the foundation and the camp that is named after my illustrious uncle that we love so much. And there's a picture of my dad. He's also a part of the camp, and the executive director, Lamar Blackwell. We also have
Which one is Dad, Fly Girl? Is Dad the second one from the left?
Yes, he is.
You know why I picked Dad to be the second one from the left?
Why?
Because he's the dude that's in shape. That's why.
My dad still works out every day.
Damn
wow.
Right.
Wow.
He's serious. He's serious. Yeah, you have to stay in shape if you're a Gilliam.
So wait a minute, you have on the shirt? Let me see the shirt.
Yes, I do. This is
Okay.
from the camp last year.
Okay.
Joe Gilliam's staff.
Okay. All right. So a lot of times we got to reset the show because new people tune in all the time. So Fly Girl's uncle is the legendary Joe Gilliam, former quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so they've been doing this event. How many years did you say?
This is the 25th year.
Wow. So it's the 25th year anniversary of doing it. So fantastic. Great stuff. Nashville, Tennessee State University. Shout out to my baby girl who got, I'll talk about it later a little bit more, but baby girl came home from school and she killed it in the classroom this year. I'll talk about it later.
She's smart.
More of your time.
God bless her mother. She's very smart.
Good. We're very proud. But the event that we're having at the end of the camp, the culmination, which is the fundraiser, is going to be at 1410. So for all the dogs and poodles out there that are in Nashville, we want you to come out and be a part of it. We'll have live music, a silent auction, and all sorts of presentations. And I'd love to meet some of you all in person, and I will be the MC for the show.
Awesome.
Oh, it's going to be a good time for sure. It's definitely going to be a good time had by all.
So put the fly back up one more time, Tree. Get more details at joewgilliamfoundation.org. joewgilliamfoundation.org. That's what's up.
Or you can also go on Eventbrite and search the word Gilliam and look at events in Nashville, and it'll pop right up. So you can buy tickets either way.
Awesome. Hope you guys have a great outcome, Fly Girl. We hope the cause is a wonderful cause. We hope you raise lots of money to continue to do what you guys have been doing for the last 25 plus years.
25 years.
And as always, Fly Girl, it's always good to see you. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank
Thank you so much. I miss and love you guys.
Thank you.
Fly Girl. Be good. Good seeing you.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Tamara Gilliam.
Yeah. Once again, you got to reset. So she, once upon a time, did the entertainment report for us.
Yep.
She did it for probably the longest out of anybody. We've had people come in and do the entertainment report as short as, I don't know, one episode, two.
We would run your ass out of here.
No, it wasn't we. It was really you.
Yeah. Okay. Me.
You were very temperamental with a lot of our entertainment reporters.
If it don't fit, it don't fit. No need to try to force it. Yeah. Oh, thank you for coming. When do I come back next week? Oh, no. This is it for you. We've got somebody else coming next week, but thank you.
Shouts out to baby girl, Cara Barrow, man. She came home from Tennessee State Monday, 4 A's, 1 C.
What was the C in? Not to bring that up.
The C was like
A
in
foreign language.
No, it was like algebra or something like that. She got that from her daddy. Her daddy was never great at math. I just really struggle with algebra and stuff like that.
So
4 A's, 1 C, still over 3.0 GPA. She's killing it.
Punkin said that Kara's going into her senior year, and I argued her down saying no. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh my God, that girl about to graduate from college.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
2 years at Prairie View, this 1 year at Tennessee State. She's graduating next year. She on pace.
I'm
She
proud
on
of her.
pace. Yeah. I am too.
Melvin Eccles, shouts out to you, Melvin Eccles. We see you, big dog. We see you, big dog.
Hey,
Bay 11 towing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
447706949. We'll talk about the super chatters here shortly. Thank you, big dog. We appreciate you, Melvin.
Yeah, if you'd like to donate to the show, you can. Look to the bottom of the chat, click on the dollar symbol, and donate whatever you have in your heart. If you're watching the show on replay, scroll down to the bottom of the chat, click on the heart symbol, and you can donate then as well.
Man, y'all make me sick. One Stu can't read, one Stu can't count. Y'all make me sick.
Hey, wait, don't get that twisted. I can count. It's just the algebra thing, man.
How much algebra do you use in the real world? We talk about this all the time.
None.
You're right, Shedrick. Shedrick, you're right.
I mean, I guess in some technical way you do, but you don't really even realize it. But no.
I was talking to Ma and the kids at dinner last night, and I told the kids, hey, man, Dad really regrets not being the best student he could be when he was in college. All I did was cram for tests. And when you cram for tests, you can't learn the material. You learn it for a short period of time. That's all I did. And my kids are like, well, Dad, what would you, my kids like, Dad, what would you do different? I said, man, I would study every night for 2 to 3 hours if I could do it all over again.
It's easy
like
to say now.
now.
That's easy to say after the fact.
Right. It's really easy to say after the fact. All right, man. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews. We got to get into this last 48. We have a riveting last 48 for y'all today.
Doug can't count. He knows exactly how much he ain't spending on shit. Exactly. Loose neck understands me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Cat is tighter than that booty when it comes to them funds.
Whatever. You damn right.
He's been working all his life, but no matter what you ask for, he ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
Ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
Before we get into the last 48, man, I want to give a shout out to Rel Scott. Can I give a shout out to Rel Scott, sir?
Absolutely. That's our folk.
Prime ties to go. Yesterday's tie, award to my graduations, award to the mentors. This tie was given to me 2 or 3 years ago from Prime Ties to Go. Shouts out to you, Rail, man. I'm still wearing your stuff, dog. Appreciate you, player.
That looked like it could be a Georgia Tech tie, too.
That's what I wear to everything Georgia Tech. Okay. That's my Georgia Tech tie.
All right.
Yeah, and I wasn't at Tech yesterday, but I had on my blue blazer and my khakis, so that tie worked perfect.
Hold on. I just thought about it. That was the whole point, because Rail sent me a red, white, and blue one for South Carolina State.
Boy, I mean, things just, the obvious go over your head all the time.
Yes.
So, yeah, it does.
Thank you, Rail.
Yeah, it does.
And that's a great tie.
Pull it up.
Great tie.
Pull a picture up so we can see it.
The tie?
Yeah.
When we go to break, I'll go get it.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. Shouts out to you, Rel. I got your back, man. Don't worry about it.
What do you think I'm supposed to do? That I just
I just want people to know who their people are. That's all. That's all.
You want me to pull a tie?
I support my people. That's all I'm saying.
You want me to pull Rel's tie out of my ass?
Nah, don't make this about you, Doug. This ain't about you. Don't make it about you. Don't do that.
Let's get into the last 48.
You know, back in the day, this would have been a debate for another segment and a half. You've really learned just to move on, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm proud of
man. Because sometimes you just
that would have been a whole segment back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I just ignore you, man. And I had always done a great job of it, man, when we were kids, because our old man told us, just ignore him, Doug. Doug, you just ignore him.
He's telling you to ignore me, but telling me to beat you up. That's hilarious. Dad was hilarious. Oh, anyway, let's get into it, man. Last 48. We got some good ones today.
All right, so last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours.
We're going to get to you, Super Chatters. We're coming. Hold on. We're coming.
Roll them out, Tree.
Your thoughts about this, sir? I'm very excited to get your thoughts.
Man, I'm conflicted, man.
Why?
Half of me says, well, it's three things. Half of me says that this is dumb and we're going to get fantastic players that we pay attention to during the year get hurt. Like, just because they're not hitting doesn't mean that they're not going to pull a muscle or groin or tear an Achilles or something like that.
Remember your other 2 points. You said you had 3. Okay. To your first point.
Okay.
To your first point.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize that pro athletes during the offseason, they train and they live and they run and they work out and they play hoops and they play racquetball and they play basketball and you do know that they're not just sitting around waiting for the season. So they're not going to be doing anything that they wouldn't be doing anyway while they're trying to get a gold medal for the U.S. Next point.
But let me ask you this. If somebody gets hurt doing this, are we going to start saying they shouldn't have been over there anyway? Or we're not going to say that? If we're not going to say that, then I understand what you're saying.
I can't
But that's exactly – go ahead.
I can't speak for we, but I can speak for me. I'm not going to say that because as a former athlete during the offseason, I worked out, I ran, we staying active and exercising is what you do.
You remember when Ronnie Brown, from Auburn?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember Ronnie Brown.
You remember he tore his ACL or something in this flag football on the beach?
It wasn't Ronnie Brown.
It was Ronnie Brown.
No, it wasn't Ronnie Brown. That was the running back from
Georgia.
Tell us
in the chat.
That was the running back from Georgia that played for New England. He's our boy. It came on the show back in the past.
Yeah, somebody will put it in the chat.
It was not Ronnie Brown.
But he tore up his ACL in this like celebrity flag football thingy on the beach, and that's all
Edwards. Edwards.
What was his first name? Played for Georgia.
I don't believe I can't think of all people's name. It's a CTE moment.
Yeah.
Robert Edwards. It's Robert Edwards.
Robert Edwards. That's who it was.
It was not Ronnie Brown. It was Robert Edwards.
Do you remember when that happened? That's all we talked about. Is he shouldn't have been out there. And then the other part of me, I said it was 3, but it's actually only 2. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick.
Go ahead.
But Robert Edwards was playing on sand.
Okay, so what's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, that's not a turf or a field. Sand just gives.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what.
Every step is giving on you.
I'm going to tell you what. Jalen Hurts goes out there and plays and tries to win a gold medal for America and tears something up and can't play. That's all we're going to talk about.
They're only going to use one player off of every NFL team.
One designated player, right.
Probably for that reason right there.
Okay.
So, do you think the players will want to be over there trying to get a gold medal? Do you think they want to do that?
Probably.
Let them go then, man.
Yeah. And the other thing why I was conflicted is, I mean, we should win each one of these games by 100 points, right? What's the point? Why don't we just send over a retired player, or why don't we send over, a player that didn't make a squad that got cut? What's the point?
You don't do that with the dream teams. You send your best.
But
you
Ryan,
send your best.
Nobody else plays football to the level we do in this country. Everybody plays basketball around the world, so they can be competitive. We literally should win every game 100-0.
See, that's the problem with you Americans. Y'all just think, oh, it's just us. We're the best at everything.
Okay, put in the chat if you agree with the point I'm making that we should not just dominate, but humiliate at the same time. Like we literally should win 100-0 every game.
It's not NFL football they're playing. It's flag football. There's flag football leagues all around the world. There's grown adults that play flag football all the time.
Okay, what I'm telling you is anybody's flag team from any other place in the world should get dominated by us, by our flag players. That's what I'm telling you.
Damn, Bill, why you gotta use my quarterback as the example? GTFOH.
Well, listen, we could take the third string player from any team and form a team, and we should dominate the rest of the world. It's not like basketball. It's not like basketball, man.
We're not sending no third teamer, sir. We're sending the best. To represent our country, we're sending the best.
What do y'all think? Put your thoughts about this in the chat. I want to hear what y'all say. Y'all agree with mine?
Birdman said I agree. Who you agree with, Birdman? Me or Doug?
Damn, Doug, why you got to use my quarterback as example? GTFO. Right, it's just the first name that came to mind.
All right, next one, Tree.
I'm gonna tell you this: if the Ravens send Lamar Jackson over there and he hurts something where he can't play, it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna cut that shit real short. 1 year, they're gonna do this. Okay.
Just know that Lamar Jackson is running hills with weights on his back right now. Okay. Just know that.
It's different when you
just know that. That's all I want you to just know that the people you're scared that's going to get hurt are working out and conditioning every day.
Okay.
That's their job.
Remember this conversation.
Okay.
Because it's a done deal, right?
Oh, it's a done deal.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
It's going down. It's going down. Okay. Tree is put in the chat where you can call and be a part of the show today if you want to get some choice words off your thoughts or give us a hot take. Please jump in the link and click it and come on in.
All right, next one, Tree. Let's roll it. We didn't talk about this on Monday, so I felt like we probably should have touched upon this.
We only got 2 hours. We can't do it all.
Brock Purdy, the last pick in the draft. Hey, I'm laughing. Can you imagine when his agent called him and was like, hey, yo, man.
We got you $53 million a year.
We got you $53 million a year.
You did what?
Yeah, man.
Man. He's making more than Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Jalen Hurts.
I wouldn't pay Brock.
He was literally Mr. Irrelevant 4 years ago.
I wouldn't give Brock Purdy $53. Not much less $53 million. What?
Yeah. So guess what? Guess what's happening now? All 4 of those players that you just sent or that Tree had in that graphic are now renegotiating. Their agents are salivating at the mouth, trying to get these teams on the phone like, hey, man, we need 10 more. At a minimum, we need 10 more than him.
Hey, man, I would let Brock Purdy walk before I gave him anything more than the league minimum.
You couldn't let him walk. You couldn't do that. However, there's no way I'm giving him 53. There's no way. I was thinking 35, 40, 45 tops because he's done a good job. He's played in a Super Bowl. He's one of the reasons why their team has had success. So he deserves to be paid, but paid more than cats that's got Super Bowls? Man, they're crazy.
I ain't giving Brock Purdy 53 nothing. Are you kidding me, man? And I mean, I guess that's how it works. You are starting for an NFL team when your deal comes up, when your time comes up to negotiate a deal, you get a little bit more than the last guy. I mean, but I wouldn't. But the problem is, I don't even put him in the same category as the other guys.
Of none of those guys. But it is what it is. His numbers are his numbers. He's responsible for the victories that he's been a part of. He's done an outstanding job as Mr. Irrelevant. So when it's contract time, they negotiate off of the top paid guys.
So what was the number again, Tree? Put it back up one more time.
53.
So if he gets $53 million a year, how much is Lamar Jackson worth a year?
80.
At least double, man. 106. I did some quick math just now. At least double. Lamar Jackson is double a good player, as good a player as Brock Purdy, in my opinion.
Agreed. Now I'm not ishing on Brock Purdy.
Good for him. No, good for him. But I'm just
I'm
talking about the factuals.
I'm happy the player got the money, but this is going to cause a problem when it comes to the salary cap and contracts for other teams.
Wow. Yeah. At the end of the day, you're right. Good for him. But nah.
We asking people to give us $1 each so we can keep doing our show, and Brock Purdy makes $53 million, man.
Right. Let's put that to scale.
Right.
Brock Purdy.
Y'all need to ask for more. Don't try to explain it.
You're right.
Just see it for yourself.
Right. We need
we need y'all to give us $100 a pop.
And listen,
give us $100 a pop. Everybody in that chat room right now, I saw 500 something messages.
Right now,
$100 a pop. Right now. As a matter of fact, I'm not doing it no more.
We claim it in the name of the Lord. Right. And now, if you don't have it, you just don't have it. But I mean, right, we need to manifest these things. I need each one of y'all to give us $500 right now.
Okay, Marvin Sapp. Truck D. Okay, Marvin Sapp.
Close the doors. Close the doors.
Real quick, man. Y'all are the show. Truck D, you're the show. Me and Joe were talking on inside the huddle with Joe Ham yesterday. We did the show early. And Truck D was driving from Houston to Dallas or something like that. And he was like, hey, man, on the road listening to y'all, driving from Houston to Dallas, just wanted to say what's up. Y'all make the show, man. Look at Mr. International. He's doing his part.
That's what I'm
talking
about.
Mr. International.
We need $100 for each one of y'all. We really do need it. We're not going to take it and buy nothing extravagant for ourselves or anything like that. No.
We'll put it back into the platform.
We're going to put it back into the pot. Now, if you can do it, we really are asking for it.
Thank you, Mr. International.
And on the example given by Mr. Brock Purdy, I know he asked for it. Every night, I know when he prayed before he went to bed, he asked for $53 million a year. I know he did.
I just showed the world Rails ties, and he sends us $1.99.
You just said if you got $1, you just said that.
Okay, all right, never mind. Let's move on.
All right, the next one, Tree.
I don't know how Tamika puts up with that guy.
Norm. Oh, Norm going home to glory, man.
I have a question for you before you read this. Did you ever see him on anything else? Ever? Anything else?
You know, he had the skit on Saturday Night Live about the Bears.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you're right. I forgot about that.
But no, I can't remember him anything else. And go back to a Tree for young people. This guy George Wendt played a character named George on Cheers.
Yes.
Which was a long-running show. That was one of our mother's favorites.
She loved Cheers.
And
every time Norm walked to the bar, everybody in the bar goes, "No!"
Yeah,
it was great. It was a great show, man.
But
Woody Harrelson was also on that show.
Shouts out to the governor, Vince Wright, all-star contributor who posted this, living up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Thank you, Vince.
All right, next one, Tree.
Super chatters are coming in big time. Thank you all. We appreciate it. We'll get to y'all shortly. I couldn't wait to talk to you about this. I couldn't wait. And I didn't say nothing during the show prep meeting. I didn't say anything. I can't wait to talk about this.
And let's see if we go in the same angle. Throwback Thursday. Okay. 1990s bigs versus 2020 bigs.
The 90s would mop the floor with them bitches, man. Mop the floor. But
obviously.
But
100%. Let's go back to a Tree. Let's go. I need you to leave it up there. Go ahead.
The only difference here is the 90s bigs are paint players where bigs play. The 20s players, all of them can play in the paint and they can all play behind the arc too.
Okay, it's funny that we think in totally different ways. The whole basketball side of this thing, I really wouldn't even pay attention to. Is it me?
The Euros versus the brothers?
Not just that. Is it me? Or has the big man dramatically lessened in melanin over the last 25 years? Look at the top, then look at the bottom. What's the difference?
It's real.
What's going on in society where all of the dudes at the top would pass the paper bag test. Look it up if you don't know what that is. And all of the dudes at the bottom wouldn't.
Well, we can go a few different areas with this. They're all Euros up top. None of those guys are Americans. They're all Euros.
But I don't think this was posted just because they were Euros. I think they just happened to be Euros.
Okay. All right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a shooter's game these days. The way they're jacking up three-pointers, it's a shooter's game. They're not using bigs to play with their backs to the baskets. They're using bigs that can also have an outside game because the game is all about shooting now. It's not about establishing a position.
Listen, the 90s team would, first of all, I don't think that new team would be able to get past the second quarter before they'd have 3-4 injuries. Ribs to the elbows to the ribs.
Elbows to the ribs into the
just
neck.
Straight pushing people, dunking on people with your teeth. It would just be a bloodbath. It would be a bloodbath. All of those guys, the Euro guys that they had on that picture. Put it up one more time, Tree. I'm sorry. I know I said this last time, but I mean it this time.
One more, Doug. One more thing.
Go ahead.
The guys up top hit their free throws.
That's true.
Because it's a shooter's game.
Well, the guys at the bottom hit their free throws too.
Shaq didn't hit no free throws.
Well, Shaq didn't hit no free throws.
Yeah. And Olajuwon had all-around game outside. But yeah, man, you got to be able to shoot this thing now, man. Back in the day, it was take the pill to the cup. No, now they jacking up threes. They shooting 73s a game, man.
Listen to this. This is the NBA plan for the last 3 decades. To Caitlin Clark in the NBA.
God, here we go.
And man, just look at the top and then look at the bottom. This is like Sesame Street. One of these things.
One of these kids are doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing.
One is not the same. One is not the same.
Yeah, man. I just thought that was striking. The first time I saw this, I thought, wow, this is really where the game has gone. Literally and figuratively, where the game has gone to.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
Throwback Thursday with your boys, the Two Live Stews. It's a different day, sir.
It's absolutely a different day. I think we still got a couple more memes left. We'll get to them. That's it. Okay.
Oh wow, we got through them. That's awesome.
Yep. All right. When we
looking
get
forward
back,
to this 2-minute trespass, man.
So the trespass.
It is a Throwback Thursday.
The trespass.
In the building.
Tree's going to come in and read all of the great chat. Thank you so much for contributing to the show. Don't forget, if you want to hear the full 45-minute presentation about PlanNet and IntelliTravel, 2 different companies, and how you can make money and commissions from booking travel for yourself, your friends, your family, you don't have to take part in the business aspect of the business, but you can, and it's a tremendous opportunity. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, right here, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and say you're interested in the travel presentation for tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll send you back the link, and you can join us at that time. Once again, 8 p.m. tonight.
Quick question, man. You know what I tell my mentees, man, all the time?
What?
You can make a living doing whatever it is you like to do.
Absolutely.
You don't have to punch no clock for nobody to make them all the money, and you make a small percentage of it. What do you like to do? Go do it. Start it, create it, go do it, and get paid to do it. And that's what IntelliTravel is to me, man.
Absolutely. Brock Purdy, $53 million. Lord have mercy.
$53 million, my Lord.
Lord have mercy.
You can have whatever you like. You just said that, Ryan.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
No, Tree, there's nothing I can do to get $53 million. Not a damn thing. I'm just joking, Tree.
No, technically you can.
I speak it into existence, no doubt about it.
Claim it.
I speak it into existence. I've done that my entire life.
Claim it.
All right, your chat up next. It's all about y'all up next. Super chatters, we'll start with you. And we'll be back here shortly. Two Live Stews, Throwback Thursday. Happy Memorial Weekend, almost Memorial Weekend, y'all. Looking forward to it.
Dancer that shit, don't stop, work with it.
Nasty dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your freaky dancer, dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your nasty dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your freaky dancer, dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do.
It's her attitude that puts me in the mood. She, and it feels so right. It can't be wrong. I can watch her do this all night long. She's a fine girl, but the other girls all think she's a freak. Gotta make that money, honey. Can't be living on the streets. From the front to the back, to the front to the back. I didn't know she could dance like that. Ooh, she's so nasty, and I just might do anything she asks me. 'Cause
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stern Monster, the makeup of those stews. And I wish y'all could see in the green room when the music like that is on. Shouts out to Kilo.
It's ATL royalty, shawty.
Shouts out to Kilo. in the club with
ATL
Kilo back.
royalty. Yeah.
Good times, man. Really good times.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really
people,
good times, man.
people not from Atlanta who hadn't been here forever may not have ever heard that song before, but that's ATL royalty.
You
Yeah,
think
it was-
anybody listening to this show never heard that?
I guarantee
Well,
there's
that's,
a couple
that's,
people that
no,
never heard
that's
that.
true. What I'm saying is, like, if somebody's listening or watching in Cali or Las Vegas or Minnesota, they-
Sacramento.
yeah, any place other than the South.
I lived in Sacramento
That's why I said Sacramento. That's
You
why.
think
when
they
I
would-
left, so I wouldn't kill my ex-husband. I just did like this and picked someplace, not here.
Tree took
That's a
off.
true story.
You heard Kilo in Sacramento when you were there?
I introduced the people to.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Douglas, that was very nice of you, what you said. Thank you.
Tree, we appreciate
Sometimes
you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. Do a lot.
What are you referring to? What are you referring to?
I gave her a big shout out earlier.
He said, "What are you
Just because.
referring to?"
Just because. Oh my
Anyway,
God.
let's go. You got this is wonderful. The donations, we do have
Yes.
to talk like it. Like I don't understand 53 million and you ain't doing shit, but I know it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm a money manifester over here.
If Brock Purdy can get $53 million when his skill is that of somebody that deserves 530.
No, he's not a bad quarterback. Don't do that. He's not bad.
Yeah, you
He's
did.
not bad.
Hey, it's hyperbole, man.
He's taking his team to a Super Bowl.
You know
I know, but you're a sports guy, so you can't talk as if you don't get why he got 53 million. You shouldn't do that.
Does Brock Purdy deserve anything close to $53 million?
He deserves to be paid like a top quarterback because that's how he's performed.
So if Brock Purdy's getting $53 million a year, how much is Joe Montana and the great white hope Tom Brady worth?
They played that. Tom made good money too.
They came the wrong time. Bottom line, right?
That's it. That's it. That's it. Joe Montana came when
that just
$1 million was a
aggravates me.
lot.
That
$1
just
million was a
aggravates me.
lot.
That aggravates me.
And when Joe was playing, he made top money, but it wasn't 53. It may have been 2.5.
Deanna says, and you're exactly right. And I'm just playing around because it is what it is. But she's exactly right. That's what the market dictates. The market says a starting quarterback in the NFL, when his deal comes up, he's going to get a little bit more than the last guy. And
right now it's in the
evidently-
50s.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't get it twisted. Dak Prescott, who's comparable to Brock Purdy, gets 60 a year. Thank you, Black Diamond.
We're gonna get to all of these.
Thank you, Black Diamond.
Look at y'all. Oof. I love it here.
Look at God. Look at God. Hey, don't forget, we're not doing the show Monday. We're giving Tree a break. We're giving Tree a break. Monday.
And I
no
do
show,
appreciate it.
but we're going to do something I don't think we've
But
ever
they
done
gonna
before.
break my back on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're doing Tuesday and Thursday next week. So make sure you tune in. Pass the word. Hit the share button. Pass the word on the show. We appreciate it.
From Why Not 2403, this man was here at 2:32
Bless you,
a.m.
why not?
Thank you so much.
Bless you, why not?
If I can wager on sports daily, I can contribute to my weekly podcast entertainment. Let's support the stews, y'all.
Simple math.
Thank you.
I'm not good in algebra, but that's simple math. Thank you. Why not?
Thank you so much.
And brother, why was you in the chat room at 2:30 in the morning? Seriously, it has to be a reason.
Let him. We need.
He was ready.
Why
He was
not?
ready. He was
Listen,
ready.
listen. We're gonna be doing something really fun, and we're gonna need y'all to be up
Yep.
at night,
Right. Exactly.
all night, Lionel Richie style. From Loose Neck Proclivity Side. Thank you so much. The doors of the Church of Stew are now open.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you, Proclivity.
Thank you,
And
Black
Loose
Jesus.
Neck continue to proclivitate. Not a word. The Knicks are taken out by a light-skinned ninja with baby hair.
That shot Halliburton took
Yeah.
at the end of the fourth quarter,
Uh-huh.
when it hit the rim and went up 15 feet in the air
Right.
and dropped back down straight through the net. Before he shot that ball, I'm screaming, he's going to shoot it and he's going to hit it.
Listen, we didn't talk about this in depth this morning. We just skimmed by it. That might have been, if they had won the game, that may have gone down as one of the greatest last-second shots in basketball history, and there's been 100,000 of them.
Well, they did win the game.
No, but at that point when he shot that shot, that wasn't to win the game. That was to
Okay, yeah, because we thought it was a three-pointer, but his foot was on the line.
That's the other part of it.
Yeah, his foot was on the line.
That shot might have been more dramaful than the one Kawhi Leonard hit a couple of years ago. You remember that one from the corner?
The ball somehow hit the rim. I don't quite understand how, and shot straight up in the air. And I'm like,
angle.
No, it comes back down and goes through the hole.
Straight through. That was unbelievable. Only thing is you're right. His toe was on the line.
Douglas, it's Memorial Day. Will you be calling police on people because your side of town is going to be very, very packed?
Absolutely. I made a commitment to putting people in jail that jeopardize their lives and others.
It's the Jazz Fest all weekend.
Absolutely.
Go on down to Columbus because we're going to be outside.
Y'all can be outside, but just don't speed.
If you're in Atlanta, I'll drop a pin. You got to bring your own food and your own drinks, but we're going to be outside if you want to sit with me.
Come get some of this country living, man.
And thank y'all for all of this, the super chat, the donations, man. Thank y'all. Seriously.
Wait, I'm invited. Never mind. Rel Scott called out to hang out with the Stews. Y'all support me at Prime Ties to Go if they pack my stuff up in boxes. I really don't want to do this, but again, well, I guess Ryan took the picture out. I was going to show your picture again.
Well, Tree, that's why I asked you the message I sent earlier about how many overlays we could have in there. Because I don't want to clutter up everything for what you may need. So that's why when I put things in, okay.
This your house.
I'll put things in and take it out so I'm not cluttering up the space.
Thank you so much. You're being nice. Thank you.
To.
Hey, what?
Okay. Oh, we know what he's feeling.
Keep on reading, Tree.
Thank you. He's feeling a little guilty. All right. From Frederick Anderson. Thank you. Frederick is a new person. Thank you so much. In your book, are you going to elaborate on the same biased company that pushed your #1 show out the door, rehired 3 pilgrims that they fired for inappropriate conduct on air? Wasn't it Liberty Media?
Damn.
Frederick. He was there.
You naming names, everything. But absolutely.
Frederick, come write the book.
And real quick, that's one thing we didn't talk about when we spent some time with the Water Boys last week.
He's still hurt by this. Look at all this.
We didn't talk about how once they pushed us out the door, less than a year later, they're all gone.
Oh, yeah, but that's all of that's in the book. Absolutely, Frederick Anderson. Absolutely.
Keep this note. Frederick said
Thank you, Frederick.
He is still pissed.
Thank you, Frederick.
Pilgrims. I like that word. I like pilgrims. I frequently use colonizers, but pilgrims is good too.
Blancos, pilgrims, colonizers.
Yeah.
I like it. Sean Mims. Thank you so much. Ryan, your statement, you people, would have made y'all old caller Dunwoody Dan proud. Keep up the good work. Fly, Eagles, fly from a brother in ATL. Dunwoody Dan, explain that, please.
I'm not sure if he's pro or anti with that comment, but I'm thinking that he was not being flattering to me.
But stay here and keep giving. He gave some coins.
We have space for you. Thank you for sharing.
We take Blanco coins.
Thank you for sharing.
Because y'all took ours. From Rel Scott.
And I do believe the Eagles are going to fly again this year. I really do.
From Rel Scott. Thank you so much for your donation. Tell Tisa happy
Thank you,
Memorial Day.
Happy
Ryan,
Memorial
tell
Day.
Tisa hi.
Tamika, have a great Memorial weekend.
Wait, you know what? And I think Memorial Day is the holiday that we're not supposed to say happy.
It is okay. It is Memorial.
It's memorializing the people who died in military combat. So I don't think we're supposed to use the word Happy Memorial Day.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
you're
sense.
right.
I think I've heard that.
Sad Memorial Day. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Just
thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Melvin.
Thank you for your service, Melvin. Thank you for your service to the military people. Melvin Echoes, Fly had me at football camp. Can't make it to Nashville, but here's a donation. What is happening?
Fly girl. Fly girl.
Oh, yeah. I know. I knew that's what he was talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Melvin Echoes. We really appreciate you. Corey Robinson, shout out to all the 2025 graduates.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations.
There is so much video of people doing whatever they want to do when they walk off that stage. I think a lot of places are allowing it, though. Like they had at one high school in Louisiana, they had a man standing at the bottom to pick up the diplomas and the hats that go flying.
Oh, really?
I think we're in a place where we got to let people, because this country is.
Let them be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, not at South Carolina State.
From Mr. International, close the door.
Thank you, Mr. International.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Not my turn.
Can't say it enough.
Rel Scott came on back in. He said he got 5 on it, and we do appreciate it. We receive and accept it.
I see what Rel be doing now. Rel is a marketeer extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
As opposed to just hitting us with 20, he spread it out.
Leave him alone.
5, 5, and get 4 different commercials.
And he's getting heard all over the place.
It's
we
okay.
on you, Ninja.
We accept it.
At Prime Ties to Go. At Prime Ties to Go.
Well, Looseneck does the same thing. I think it's when the spirit moves them. Also, look at his picture, Doug. It's your favorite show.
That's Penny Mama.
Mm-hmm.
No, Mama, I'll never do it again, Mama. No, Mama, no.
Please don't do that.
No, Mama,
Please
Mama, no.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was terrible.
That
I'm laughing right now.
That was
right now, but that shit was.
That was sad.
Some
it was
good
sad.
writing for the time, though.
It was sad. It was sad. I mean, and she sold it. She was crying like somebody just threw hot water on her.
But that was about to happen.
Yes.
In the form of an iron.
Mm.
Oh, that was horrifying. A couple of different scenes like that when they announced James died.
Ooh, heavy.
When they said James died in that car accident or whatever it was, and then when Penny Mama was about to assault her with a hot iron.
And like she was coming, and then it went off. Like
Right.
it went off
Right.
with the words.
Yeah, it was bad.
Why do we remember that shit? But
No,
you
that shit
can't.
was-
You can't remember what I said. I don't know.
Right.
About the show 30 minutes ago.
I don't know. Courtney Williams says if he wins the lottery, he owns this bitch. Very good. No problem.
Yeah, we'll be yours.
I'm funding this operation. That's what's up.
We'll be the bull in your. Never mind.
Keep that same energy, bruh. Please. Keep
Don't act like you don't know.
Right.
From Truck D, all praises to the Most High. Indeed.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much.
man.
And
Keep
Paul,
your eyes on the road.
I'm doing all I can to make Doug not get you locked up, Truck D.
keep your eyes on the road.
road. Yes.
So you think he wasn't driving when he sent that donation, or you don't care?
I think he pulled to the side.
Okay.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. That's the safe thing to do.
Okay.
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
I'm gonna
Thank you,
go with
Super
that.
Chatters.
I just accidentally got rid of somebody's. Mr. International Charles Oakley couldn't play in today's NBA.
No.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
No. He's saying because Oakley would get kicked out of every game. He'd be fouling hell out of these cats, and he'd be ready to fight every up and down the court.
Hey, man, we had Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason. We had two of the best enforcers in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
Isn't Charles Oakley on the Housewives now?
I'm not sure. I don't watch the Housewives.
He may be, he's a certified chef that travels around and cooks people's food.
He's got a wife.
Oakley?
Yes, Charles Oakley.
Come on, man. You joking.
No, I am not.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
I went to a golf tournament in Connecticut that John Starks had. And at the end of the event, they had this elaborate spread. Yeah. And Charles Oakley walks out with a chef hat on. And I go up to him like, Chuck, what up? He said, hey, Stu. I said, man, what the hell are you doing? He said, man, this is my business, man. I cook food.
Wait a minute. You on first name basis with Charles Oakley? You called him Chuck?
Don't worry about me.
You come on the show all the time, man. I had that dude's number, man.
You're a lot more friendlier.
Charles Oakley is known for being an accomplished chef. He has a cooking show called Chopping It Up with Oakley.
Okay,
yes.
Don't mess with Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
You got to know what your people do, man. You got to know what your people do.
I don't think I want to eat any Charles Oakley food.
The food was delicious. I said, look, man. I said, Charles, look, man.
Oh, yeah?
This is delicious, man. I'm going to need to get you in the ATL to come do something for me, man. You got to be able to afford it, Stu. Yeah, I'll take care of it, Chuck. You got to be able to afford it. He's a chef, man.
Wow.
SDB ATL, thank you so much. This is a new name. I don't think the NFL would allow stars to play. Maybe second and third stringers will probably get time. Plus, don't they have flag football leagues?
I thought about that, SDB _ ATL. I thought about that. They can't possibly go for these 54, 53, 55, $60 million quarterbacks. They're going to have to be getting backups maybe. Because as much as I disagree with you, I do agree. Are the 49ers going to want their quarterback that's getting $53 million a year, who's got a guaranteed $180 million coming to him? Are they going to want to play flag football in California next summer?
Hell no. But this is the point I'm making to you. Hell, we can roll Steve DeBerg out there or freaking Vince Evans.
I don't think so.
Why not?
No, because these other
you don't think Vince Evans can stand in the pocket right now at 75 years old and deliver the football?
This flag gonna get pulled. His flag's gonna get pulled, man. His flag's gonna get pulled.
I am very interested to see how this thing's gonna play out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Again, one player off every NFL team. Just one. They can't take multiple players up. It's just one per NFL team.
And now listen, I didn't say this earlier. I think it would be cool to have the first gold medal for a football team, a flag football team. I think it would be cool.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Mr. International says Anthony Mason couldn't play in today's NBA either.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Rel Scott, appreciate the love for at Prime Ties to Go. Right. I had MV7 jersey, played a game in it, and someone tore it. # regrets. Don't do that, Doug. Let this man do it how he do it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rel. There it is.
We on to you though.
It's the same. It doesn't matter.
This tie is from Prime Ties to Go.
I forgot to go get my tie.
I thought that's why you left.
We understand, Doug. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry.
Methuselah, 11-17. Nick's running out of time.
No, we're not running out of time, Methuselah. It was one game. It's a 7-game series, sir. Boy, that hurt last night, though. Damn. You can't be up that much in the fourth quarter. Well, hell, with 5 minutes left, you're up by like 13. And give up the cookies. You can't. Oh, that's dope.
See, that looks so nice. And it took
really
you
nice.
how many years to realize was the purpose of it? Because Ryan said he always wears his.
For the record tree, that tie's never been worn.
Oh, yeah, we know. We know how
you can tell.
Down.
You can tell that tie's never been worn.
What do you mean this tie's ever been worn? I wear this tie all the time. And subconsciously, I didn't realize that it was South Carolina State colors. That is the reason he sent it to me. But yeah, I wear this tie all the time. Red, white,
he
and blue.
might, because he did find it pretty quickly. So he might be honest in that.
That's true. And he's moved a couple of times since getting the tie. So maybe he does.
Yeah,
Doug,
right.
I like to strike that comment from the record.
Yeah. Shouts out to Rel Scott.
Why not? 2403 with another donation. I'm a Laker fan, but as an Indiana native, I got to shout out the Pacers for that game 1 comeback last night.
Y'all
Great
in trouble.
show,
Y'all in trouble. We didn't get into this a lot either. Y'all in trouble, man. Y'all lost game 1 at home in Madison Square Garden.
I talked about it on the In the Huddle with Joe Ham yesterday, and I talked about it on Monday's show also. Karl Anthony Towns contributed 35 points last night and had 12 rebounds. So it's a great double-double. And Brunson went off last night as well, had 43 points. Hart, OG, Bridges, those guys have to bring 20 points to the table. We almost won without them doing that. We need Brunson and Big Cat to do what they did, and Big Cat hadn't had a game like that this postseason. We need Brunson and Big Cat to do what they did, and we need to support secondary players to bring 20 to the table.
So we kept talking about what happens if y'all win the championship. Y'all would burn the city down. What happens if y'all don't win the championship this year? Because y'all so hyped up right now. That fall, that letdown might be too much for some of y'all, man.
If we win, we burn that bitch down. Man, if we ultimately lose,
in dramatic fashion,
we're going to burn that bitch down.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So no matter what happens,
you laughing
New York
now.
is going to burn.
You laughing now. This is serious.
Yeah. Laughing until you hear this breaking news. Ryan Stewart, former NFL player Ryan Stewart, is at the heat of an investigation.
I'll be in Columbus.
Ryan was also seen at that plantation down there in New Orleans. Back with more in just a moment.
Shouts out to Aaron Naismith, man, a South Carolinian that dropped 30 points last night, 8 for 9 from behind the arc. He just couldn't miss. Every time the ball left his hands, I said, damn. Every time the ball left his hands, I said, damn.
I said Mount Pleasant earlier. I meant cross to Ashley. I know my South Carolina people like, no, what you talking about, Ninja?
Corey Robinson says, here's $20. Will Jordan be a good broadcaster? Heard he joined NBC Sports.
This is true.
He's getting like $40 million a year. I saw somewhere.
Wow.
I think
is he present enough to?
For $40 million, he gonna make himself president.
But that's my point. When you're a billionaire like him, I guess you want more.
Yeah,
it's okay to want more.
To do as limited as work are they going to ask him to do?
Answer the question. You think he'll be good? You think he'll be good?
I think he'll be very good.
So do I.
I mean, all the interviews you've heard him do, he's always well spoken. And
how old is he?
He's got to be 60. He's got to be 60 something.
Oh, okay. He got an ON spirit. That must be a South Carolina thing.
No, he's from North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
Technically, he's from New York City.
Loud and wrong.
You said your mom 62. Michael Jordan is 62.
62, right.
Have you all been seeing the ginger trend? I wanted to ask you about your mom having orange hair, and there's a trend right now with gingers are black in real life. Do you know if your mom has like some Irish anything?
Okay, I've seen this term thrown around a lot on social media over the last couple of weeks. What does ginger mean?
She's straight Negro tree.
So the ginger is a redhead. So you're saying orange, but white. Most of us will say she had red hair, not orange. Right. And gingers would be Irish people of Irish descent.
Oh yeah.
And there's a trend.
Ain't no ginger in my mama.
We're straight Negro.
Okay.
She did her ancestry as well. And I think
no Irish.
I mean, Scottish. I think she might have had a percent or two. Like I got a percent or two European something, Scottish or something like that. That's crazy.
Well, there's the red hair from
mine. When I did my ancestry, and I shut it down since then. I don't even participate with it anymore.
You don't want to hear this news.
It only said black.
No, it didn't. No, yeah. They make too much money for it to own. Okay, he was there. We weren't. Till Dog 12 says, "What are y'all doing for Memorial Day? I may visit." I'm not reading that because it's gonna look like I said it.
I got several hits of people talking about how interesting the whole Mulberry Plantation. We talked about Mulberry Plantation. We talked about the other day. Yeah, we literally grew up right next to a plantation, 2 miles at the most. Yeah.
I looked at buying that plantation a while back.
Say what?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why not? We don't want you to think he's gonna use your 9911.
Man, for some reason this morning you on a cap
Well, no, I didn't. No. Time out. No, time out. No, don't get it misconstrued. I was never going to purchase, but I just looked into the cost.
And how much was it?
You just said you were looking at buying it.
It was like 6.5.
6.5 what, million?
Yes.
I would think it's more than that.
It's haunted though.
It's like 8 now. It's like 8.8 now.
Wow.
Valued at 8.8. Yeah.
My Lord.
It's a lot of land on water, big old house, couple of other houses. It's huge.
From Why Not 2403 coming through in the clutch.
Thank you, Why Not?
The great 9911.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan didn't tell no jokes.
Wow.
The coins came up today.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oof. I feel like crying. Black Diamond coming through with the Nasty Dancer coins. Nights at the Real Club 112 on
Yes.
Piedmont.
Thank
Yes.
you, Black
Rupert's
Diamond.
and the Disco
Yes.
Kroger.
Yes.
Hashtag good times.
Been to all them places.
Yep.
Thank you, Black
All
Diamond.
them places.
You're well versed in strip club culture in Atlanta. What's going on?
Well, this is not strip clubs she's talking
112 is
about.
not a what?
These are not strip clubs. These are
Rupert.
party clubs.
Rupert's
Okay.
and Club 112, not a
Yeah.
strip club.
No, sir. No, sir.
Thank you,
You
Black
was,
Diamond.
you were still in Roanoke, Virginia at the time. And the ties are made really well. They make perfect Windsors. That's not a Windsor you tie, but that's a nice knot too.
Does everyone in the chat know how to tie a tie? Chime in. Loose neck proclivity. Stews are like Cletus on Good Times when he robbed the bank. He wants his bread in one loaf, not little slices.
That's true.
Don't listen to Doug, y'all. Give how you feel led. It's best. Uh-oh. A 3, a beat, a 3, a beat, a 3, a 3, a 3. To help.
Doug, I said 5 out of 4 people. Oh, I see what you did there.
Can you read it in his how he would say it, Ryan?
From Jeff King, aka 3Pete, to
I don't think this is funny, man.
to help Doug understand.
Get the F out, 3P. Get the F out.
5 out of.
See, you always be adding on. He don't do this. Stop that.
He's
Stop
an
that.
actor.
4 people.
Hey, leave that man alone, man. I'm very uncomfortable with this skit right now.
Struggle.
Oh, by the way, I got glasses too. I forgot to tell y'all that.
Put them on.
With math.
Hashtag bull life.
I called 3Pete last week just to check on him about some stuff. And we talked for what could have easily been a 2 to 3 minute conversation. Took an hour and 12. I was on the phone for an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Richard Bullock. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Here come
Those
the
are nice, man.
comments.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you, Richard. Thank you.
You're not happy about this, huh? Look at
Well,
Doug's face.
I needed to, man.
Struggling a little bit.
I needed to because I
You
just
look like
couldn't
a
see.
grown-up.
Are you a contact wearer? You wear contacts?
No, hell
Okay.
no.
All right.
So my glasses got stolen like 2
And
years
Richard,
ago.
That's a big number, Richard. You said not much, but I got something on it. No, that is a lot.
Yeah,
Richard,
thank you,
thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Richard.
real,
Thank
Richard. Thank you,
Yeah,
Richard.
absolutely.
I'm trying to see these glasses. Are you sad about it? Your
Why is-
energy changed.
Why is my head cut off?
It's not. Well, it is now.
Okay,
It's,
all right.
yeah, it is. It's not.
From Griff. Thank you, Griff. What's
Thank you,
happening,
Griff.
family? Just paying my dues. Stay
Thank you,
safe over
Griff.
the holiday.
Thank you,
Thank you
Griff.
so much. We will. We'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday, not Monday. Cedric Galloway, thank you so much. Y'all enjoy your holiday on Monday. I'll be at work in this trash truck.
Said Galloway, what up, baby?
Appreciate you, said.
Don't be sending us donations while you driving the trash truck.
Appreciate you, said.
And Griff came through again in his own way, putting my request for Memphis rap. If the so
Yeah.
the trespass is rooted in, it's got to make us move. So Griff, DM me the ones that are bangers, because I've been seeing this, but
Griff,
they move
Memphis
a
got
little
got
slow.
so much music. Memphis got
Wow.
so much music.
I know they do. It just
Why
moves
so-
a little slow.
Why such an affinity for Memphis music when Griff is from Greensboro? Give us the backstory
Answer
on
that.
that, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
From Loose Neck. I want somebody to tell Charles Oakley his food ain't shit.
No, ain't nobody gonna do that.
Wow.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
gonna do that. Yeah.
Let us know how that works out.
The stories are legendary with he's the one slap master of the world.
Right. Legend has it.
Right.
Till Dog 12, we had the great moments too, like when Penny had the tape recording her mom admitting the abuse when she and Walona were arguing. That was a good moment.
That was a good
great
moment. We
moment.
won. We
I
won
was
on that
I
day.
was scared for her though when she was doing that.
I thought she was gonna get
Oh,
busted.
girl, if your mama turn around, you gonna get your ass beat again.
She gonna kill
Exactly.
you.
If she figured out you taping her,
If you see Griff answer that question, Ryan, go ahead and pull that up for me. Microwave. Hell no, it's not okay, Ryan. Y'all absolutely couldn't afford to lose that game. It's gonna bite y'all in the ass.
yeah. Pause. Yeah.
No, it's a 7-game series. That's okay.
Well, but y'all had that one.
Well,
and you know what? Y'all spirit might be broken after that. That's a tough one. That was a sour
they
one.
They walked off that court with their heads down, and Brunson was holding his head high, but the majority of them cats was like, "Damn, I don't believe we lost that game," and that's not the energy you want after a loss like that.
To quote my boy Bubba, that was a bitter one. That was a bitter one.
I had a hard time going to sleep. I watched Young and the Restless before I went to sleep after that game, and I was
you
tired. I had a long day. Oh yeah, and it wasn't yesterday's episode of Young and the Restless. I'm on like Tuesday's last Tuesday show now.
Who's still on there? That was on there when Kay was on there.
Victor, Nikki.
He sure is.
All the kids are still the same for Victor's kids. Jack Abbott's changed a couple times. Jack Abbott's kids have changed a couple times. But
what was the black character's name? The black woman back in the day.
Drusilla.
Drusilla is she passed away in real life.
No, she didn't. Victoria Rowell is
Neil passed away in real life.
Deceased.
Victoria's still alive.
Child.
I just saw Victoria Royale 2 months ago in the play that I talked about.
She's beautiful. I love her.
In the Jason Lyrics play. She's starring in the Jason Lyrics play.
I love
Loose Neck says Oscar the Grouch gonna catch Trump in them streets, man.
I mean, did Melvin Eccles do it again? Are you kidding me, man?
Hey, man, it probably ain't nothing to him, but it ain't nothing slick to can at all.
Shout out to Bay 11 Towing, man.
Great show as usual. Ryan, great three-peat impression. Tree, no show tonight. No,
I'm going. Melvin, I'll do the whole show in this goddamn.
That's not necessary.
Goddamn. Man. I'll do the.
And listen, even though he's aggravating, don't do the man like that. I'm trying to figure who more aggravating, him or Vern.
Can I finish, Melvin? I'll do the.
I don't want to be.
I'll do the whole show in three-piece voice for a couple of these. Thank you, Melvin.
Thank you, Mr. Eccles. The Tea with Tree will be back next Thursday, 8 p.m.
And Tree, for the record, I'm trying to figure out a skit for 3P to call and be a part of the show.
I'm ready. I am so ready to do more.
We'll have to do it when Doug is not here because they just don't vibe. They don't vibe. So we have to do it when Doug's not here. But I think it would be good. I think it would be good.
Wow.
And he's a smart dude. 3P's a smart. He's a hustler and a smart dude.
For him not to do math well, he's always the common denominator. Doug and 3P don't vibe well. There's others. Okay. Carrie Portis, great show and have a great Memorial weekend. I don't know that we're allowed to say. Have a great Memorial weekend.
What was that for, man?
Fuck 3P.
Always waited for the studio audience to yell, right on.
Right on. Right.
Yes.
Right on.
They don't shoot anything with a studio audience anymore. Do they even have game shows? I don't even know.
People too crazy.
The Family Feud. We need to apply to go on the Family Feud, bitches. I'm gonna fill out an application.
We got enough guests too. It could be us three, Arlie could be a fourth, and
you just
and
need one more person. I'm gonna apply.
You should.
I just thought of that.
For the record,
don't we have to be family? I'm missing something.
Please stop. Please stop. We're celebrities.
You're just such a hater.
It's celebrities. Okay, well, you don't need to come. Ryan, get JP or one of your kids. Your kids are smart.
Steve Harvey invited us years ago when he first started
gonna-
doing it. And I probably can make that happen, honestly.
Wait, what are
I'm
you
serious.
saying, Doug? You don't want me and
No,
Arlie there because we
no.
not your blood?
No, I kind of thought you had to be blood family. Is that too much to assume that you're supposed to be family? They call it Family Feud.
So you don't look at us as family?
No, I do, but is that going against the bylaws of the show?
It's funny you guys mentioned it. The family that won last night on Family Feud that was wearing all the red.
We're not related.
The mother goes to our church, St. Mary's Road United Methodist Church here in Columbus. So that family's from Columbus. And they've won like the last 3 or 4 shows.
If we win $20,000, do you know what the fuck we can do?
I need that money too.
Family Feud.
And when you win, you stay. So you can win more than 20 grand.
Why you say that? It hurts my feelings. I don't have family. I thought we were family.
Oh, we are, Tree. Whoa. Take that. Wait. Let's back up. Back up. You are a family, Tree.
Shouts out to you, Griff. Thank you, man. Y'all really. I mean, y'all almost have me sad today. Thank y'all.
I'm into Memphis rap and Memphis music in general because as a drummer, they have incredible beats and bass line, and it's a little dark. Send me what you want.
And Hollywood had put a couple of songs in there that were up tempo and high pace.
Thank you.
Juicy J.
Jungle Brother, I need this back before midnight.
This nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Shouts out Jungle.
Thank
Appreciate you,
Jungle.
player. It's about y'all. Y'all make the damn show. It's about y'all.
It is.
Jungle Brother, ever since I've known him, has always danced to the beat of a different drummer.
Very much.
Very much so.
This back for the overdraft fees.
It's very different.
I got you, player.
All right, let's run it. Adrian Williams. Adrian Williams bought the Bull book. Adrian, have you started reading it? Please drop some comments.
It's a quick read, Adrian.
Willie Dynamite was on Sesame Street. He sure was.
That's right.
I always see the electric company commercial, and I want to introduce it to the
Willie Dynamite's character on Sesame Street. Remember what his name was on Sesame Street?
Wait a minute. Willie Dynamite as in Dolomite?
No, there was another movie, same type of character. The movie was called Willie Dynamite, blaxploitation.
Mm-hmm.
The main character was, don't look it up. Ryan's trying to look it up.
No, I'm not looking it up.
It was Gordon. It was Gordon. On Sesame Street, his character's name was Gordon.
Oh, I know.
Gordon Robinson. Gordon Robinson. You're right. Gordon Robinson. You're right.
Yeah. I just saw Willie Dynamite about 6 months ago on Tubi. I love Tubi.
Loose Neck says Tony Braxton broke up his Dallas Mavericks in the 90s. That Nutsie hit different. He's talking about that little reel we played.
Did y'all see the picture of Tony Braxton at her son's graduation in the clothes she had on?
Inappropriate.
No, the bottom of her ass hanging out.
What?
Oh, Google it. She had the bottom of her ass hanging out at her son's graduation. And sexy
I gotta
as
see
hell.
this. Just for the
Sexy
show.
as hell.
Just for purposes of the show.
How old is
She's
Tony
married to Birdman. They're married.
They're married?
Yes, they are. She
But they
admitted
separated,
it.
though?
She said they got married and then they were going to get a divorce, but then they stayed together. She just did an interview recently. Speaking of Birdman 22, if we accepted Larry Bird in the 80s, we can accept Caitlin Clark. Please don't.
Well,
in the 2Ks, 20s, in sports, there is a place for all of us.
Oh,
I
Tony
agree
Braxton
with
wrong
Ryan.
for this. Tony Braxton wrong for this.
Is she wrong for that?
She wrong for that.
Shout out to you, Birdman. That was Birdman that posted the last message, right, Tree?
Yes, I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to you, Birdman.
I'm giving her son a big ups, man, because I would have pulled my mama to the side. I've been like, Mama, you can't.
You would not have pulled Mom to the side. You would not.
But our mother would never try nothing like that.
She would never do that.
Not
but if
after
she
you
did,
told her she used to bitch slap you. Slap you across the car.
Backhand. Absolutely.
Y'all don't think
Absolutely.
you're saying that. And then don't let your dad find out you tried to check her. Not milk of magnesia, referring to your boy and his milkmaid.
Oh, RG3?
Yes.
I'm gonna smoke Punk and some ribs today.
Lovely.
Put him out there for 5 hours.
You gonna eat some?
No. I'm off the pork, man. No beef or pork on my fork, sir.
From Sandy, she says Planet
me-
Marketing. Oh, sorry.
I had me a Whopper with cheese yesterday, man.
Oh, I love Whoppers.
One of the best
Whopper
burgers you
is
can get.
way better than a Big Mac.
One of the
a
best
good
burgers you can get.
good Whopper. That's the problem is getting a good one.
You got to ask them to make it fresh.
And they will. If you request it, they will.
I feel like when I was little, black people didn't go to McDonald's. We went to Burger King in Detroit. Brady Keys.
Burger King's Impossible Burger is good too. It's the veggie-based burger. It's not Whopper style. It's not like a Whopper, but it is a pretty good burger.
You eat fake meat?
I do.
I only eat real meat. From Sandy, Planet Marketing is found by a brother, Mr. Donald Bradley, a multimillionaire and debt-free company. You don't want to miss it.
Another thing about PlanNet and IntelliTravel, the company's been around for 10 years. Their 10-year anniversary will be in October. And when I tell you there's nothing but the cream of the crop that's associated with the company, believe me. All right. So once again, if you'd like to join us for the live presentation tonight, it takes about 45 minutes to hear everything that you need to know about IntelliTravel and PlanNet. Just email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and put that you're interested in the travel presentation tonight. And I'll send you back a link where you can log in and be there in person.
Jungle Brother.
I got a message from 3P.
Fuck you.
We need to talk.
From Jungle Brother, after watching my Knicks get railroad last night, Shador get whiteballed in the draft, I'm borderline done with the NBA, NFL.
We'll be okay, Jungle Brother. We'll be okay.
Yeah, we can't stop. They
Shador's
can't stop us.
They said Shador is everything that he's been built up to be.
So let me ask you this. They gave Shador a contract for like $4 million. Does that mean he's on the team, or does that mean, they still can cut him and then they don't have to give him the money?
They didn't say it was a guaranteed contract. They said he's got a contract. So for 4 years, he's making $4.6 million. So I'm sure there's a signing bonus that's guaranteed in that 4.6.
So they don't typically do that, right? Does this mean that he's definitely going to make the squad?
No, he's got a contract. That's it. He's got a deal. Everybody on the field's got a deal.
Yeah, because the way that story's floating around is he's on the team because they gave him this deal.
Yeah, he's
and
on
I
the
was
team.
like, there's no guaranteed contracts in football.
He don't have to be on the team tomorrow. Nope.
The bonus could be guaranteed, but not the contract.
The bonus is guaranteed.
The salary,
whatever's guaranteed is in his pocket. That's his.
Right.
6 minutes. Marcus Messiah says, if he's winning if it's a RICO case. Back to the entertainment report where you're talking about Diddy.
Right.
Rel Scott wants to know how everybody witnessed Diddy beat, choke, and degrade people and nobody said anything. I want to know that too.
For years, Mace has said he's not talking anymore about it.
That's true.
For years, he's like, no, I'm not talking about Puff. No, I'm not talking about Puff. So there's a few people in the culture that kind of pulled themselves back from Puff, like, nah, I don't get down with dude no more.
Hey, shouts out to Shiloh. Shiloh got a master's degree, man.
Oh,
Did you see that?
Good for
and he got a degree from JSU as well as Colorado.
Well, yeah, I think he had that before he even got to Colorado. But
that's correct.
Shiloh Sanders achieved a significant milestone by earning a master's degree in organizational leadership from the University of Colorado, building on his bachelor's degree in organizational leadership from Jackson State University, which he completed before getting to Colorado.
Watch this.
Don't y'all have an announcement?
Within the next year or so, you will hear about Shador graduating too. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it. That's what that man does.
Yes. He going to make sure.
All his kids got degrees.
And when you said that man, you were not talking about the daddy.
That's right. Talking about Dion.
Richard Bullock said he's not punishing nothing with ED. Pause. Yeah, he shouldn't have told us that.
He was in court. Wasn't he in court after his hand was on the Bible? He had to tell the truth.
Do you have to tell people? Okay.
That the meat don't work?
Tootsie Roll. 6.7 million. Shit, I would have stayed. That's Birdman, not Tree. Birdman said that. I would have been stacking money. I would have been, if she's going to be there, like, don't tell me she left with nothing. Ugh. Bless her heart. Can't be in the Mile High Club on Spirit Airlines, Douglas. That's true.
Spare bathroom the same size
It's
as
the
Delta
same
bathroom.
size. I
It's the
just don't
same size.
understand you.
Yeah, I never say my brother is
You're
a liar,
a
but
Scorpio. I don't know what.
hey, listen,
You're not a real
I understand the
Scorpio.
concept, but where would you get that opportunity?
And you're a
Have you
early
ever been on a plane
Scorpio.
with like 10 people, only like 10 people on a plane? Have you ever been on a flight like that?
Yeah.
And you ain't even got to go to the bathroom for that.
Really,
You can just put you can handle your business.
It can work.
You gotta live a little bit, man.
You could go to jail for public indecency.
Not a
If the flight attendant walks by and you doing the do, you going to jail.
There's other things you can do. Okay, never mind. Let's keep going.
I'm trying to say this.
Now you stuttering.
I've been serviced on the plane multiple times just by putting a blanket over somebody's head.
Exactly. How would they know?
They don't know anything.
Nobody's gonna know.
If she's taking a nap and she's cold.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's got her mouth.
Don't get indignant about it because you're a lame lover. Jungle Brother, there needs to be an investigation.
Because you're a lame lover.
Yes, please read this one, please.
There needs to be an investigation into the top 5 voting. Everyone I invited to vote for Ryan says the poll is hard to find, and the link I sent doesn't take them to the poll.
Jungle Brother, why would you start some shit like that?
It's the
Can
truth.
we refund him his $2?
Why would you even put that out there? Because you know how this guy is.
I looked for the poll when I was trying to see what the voting was, and I just couldn't find it yesterday.
It's pinned to the top of the page every single time.
You keep saying that, but at the top of the page,
every single time.
Looseneck said he wondered why I went to Sacramento of all places. I couldn't take Cameron to LA. California people are too liberal. They never, I'll be like, can I meet their parents? Well, Mom, they don't really do that here. No, I want to know where you're going.
Let's go back
who
to
you're
Atlanta.
with.
Let's go back to Atlanta.
It's free. Looseneck, thank you so much. He said, we are family.
Absolutely.
Thank you, except for Doug.
Took that the wrong way.
Jungle Brother with another $2. He said this is for making the top 5. Are you
there? We
bipolar?
Thank you, Jungle Brother.
First he said it wasn't easy.
Right.
Well,
never mind.
He's paying so y'all will make it easier. He's trying to pay for y'all to make it easier.
There's nothing easier to do. It's pinned at the top of the group.
It's some
all day, every day for 3 days.
Yeah, whatever.
This my pinky, this my thumb. TD Wiggs knew the song. Jungle Brother said he never heard of the song. He never heard of the artist. He heard the song. That's why we're here on Throwback Thursday to bring you.
Atlanta people will tell you the hip hop scene started. Kilo Ali is a founding father, basically.
It ain't just me. I can't never find the poll.
His proxy.
You gonna add fuel to the fire, Ali? Stop that.
It ain't just me.
That's his handler. Deanna said Raheem is gonna be in concert. Baby, these old people still be out here getting this cash. Raheem the Dream has a concert this weekend in Stockbridge. If anybody sees any footage of that, send it to me for Tuesday.
Wow.
Because I want to see how he moves. And last, what up, Portland? Whoppers make your stomach hurt. They keep the mayo.
Portland.
They keep the mayo right next to the broiler. Plus, Whopper Juniors have shrunk and the cheese don't melt no more. All fast food has diminished in quality.
Yeah,
Have a great weekend, y'all.
That's true.
I agree with that.
Thank you, Tree.
Yeah, a Whopper Junior is smaller than a fist.
I'm gonna tell you what was good though. Since I've been back on the beef scene, I had me a Wendy's single. It was good as a Mickey.
Wendy's make good burgers, and the fries are good too. Wendy's is underrated.
It was good as a Mickey Ficky.
And if you top it off with a Frosty, shouts out to Petro Daniels for spending some time with us. I hope y'all will join us tonight on the call with IntelliTravel and PlanNet. Petro will do an outstanding job explaining the business and talking to you about the ins and the outs.
Somebody posted, is it a pyramid scheme? It's absolutely not a pyramid scheme. They actually talk about that tonight. They're not shy about laying everything on the table about the business and the opportunity.
Wait a minute.
Some people may not want to.
Tree's right. You back on the beef, man?
I talked about this weeks ago that I fell off the wagon.
Yeah, but I thought that was just a fall off the wagon, not you getting.
No, I stayed off the wagon. I was like, fuck you, wagon. And ever since, yeah, man, I'm out of the not eating beef game. I'm out of that game.
A+ for Pedro Daniels for joining the studio. Join us tonight.
Right.
Hit Doug up, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Put travel in the subject line.
Yeah,
and he'll let you know how you can catch up with us.
Right. Let me reiterate. It's absolutely not a pyramid scheme. We would never be involved with anything like that. You get a tax return at the end of the year, but tonight in depth, they'll tell you more about the business opportunity. It is a tremendous business opportunity. All right. But you don't have to take part in the business opportunity. All you can do is to travel, and you will be fine. It'll be worth it just doing that.
Shouts out to Ollie for her entertainment report. Thank you, Ollie. We appreciate you. Shouts out to the beautiful Fly Girl for hanging out with us today to tell us about what's going on.
Thank you, Ollie and Fly Girl.
Tennessee.
Thank you, Ollie and Fly Girl.
Good job, Tree. We appreciate you. And everybody in the chat room. Everybody that gave super chat. Man, y'all, thank y'all, man.
Yeah, seriously, we can't say it enough, man. Damn. I mean, what do you think? We got to have a show meeting about this. Let's ask what we really want. Because it seemed to work kind of today. Or is it disrespectful to the people that don't donate what we request?
I don't think it's disrespectful. I do think we need to honor and respect people wherever they are. I do think we need to do that.
But at the same time, we need to ask for it. That's what Tree said.
I agree.
If you're watching this show right now, we need you to stroke a check if you can do it. And a lot of y'all can. For $500,000. Claim it in the name of Jesus.
Shouts out to Tom. We appreciate you, bro. Doug, I'm giving you an A+ as well.
I'm giving you an A too, man.
Good job today.
He was capping a lot today about having relations in a 1 foot by 1 foot bathroom on an airplane, but that's fine.
I ain't got to lie about this dick, man. Memorial Day weekend, y'all be careful out in them streets. We want to make sure y'all make it back next week. Loose Neck done sent more money before we go. Hit him up. I got to start selling powder to keep up with Melvin.
Yeah. Hey.
We don't want you doing that, Loose Neck.
Y'all ain't ready for Melvin.
Proclivities. We don't want you doing that.
Melvin come real hard. Pause.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. I hate to bring up God while Doug is talking about being hard, but God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him.
Or while we have Dick on the.
Yeah, I don't know why you be doing stuff like that. I'm glad you didn't tell no jokes today.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. Y'all drink responsibly this weekend while you're trying to relax and enjoy some downtime. Shouts out to everyone that served. Shouts out to all the loved ones that have passed, that have served. That's the reason for the weekend. So y'all make sure you throw those people up in prayer. Give them some thoughts. Pour a little bit out for them. And we won't see y'all on Monday because we will not be here, but we will see you Tuesday morning doing what we do, which is being the Two Live Stews with your experience. Peace, y'all.
Peace.